Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Summer lives here at the new National Western Center. Concerts and events all season long. NationalWesternCenter.com.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. Unbreakable courage.
Stoke didn't have the heart, the guts to tell his wife, so he asked us to tell her.
Plumbing problems.
Just leave it a quick note. Hey, John, sorry, I plugged your toilet. Love stink.
And questionable ethics.
I should have known those were Mark's talking points and not yours. You're regurgitating Mark's talking points. That's what you did. And you didn't do it very well.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark.
For a couple hours. What's it like to have to get up and you immediately got to talk to not just anybody? You got to talk to Mike Evans.
Well, there's a process there, right?
Okay,
so you got to get the coffee going a little bit, get some fluids in you. But no, I think certainly the first 30 minutes of the show sounds probably different than the last 30 minutes of the show. There's a process of getting going, though, but you're right. I never really thought about it that way. It is to just jump on at 6 o'clock in the morning and it's go time. I guess your body just gets used to it like anything else.
It does. It gets in the routine, like playing at 2 o'clock every Sunday.
That's
Your
right.
body's that's why the 11 a.m. throws everybody off. But Stoke, the Avalanche, they can do it tonight. They can eliminate the Wild. Kind of some interesting things, though, from the other night. Josh Manson fined $5,000, so they really hit his wallet.
They crushed him.
Yeah, they just crushed him. He's got to get a second job this offseason to pay this this fine for it's the maximum allowable under the CBA for butt ending Michael McCarron. For one, butt ending is a great I want to see the rule book where the words butt ending are actually written in there. But Manson gets the fine for Michael McCarron. Kind of understand it. They got to have a zero tolerance with using the stick. But McCarron should maybe also get an award for the acting job he did from that as well.
He certainly did. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, that's a maximum that they could fine him, which is kind of I don't know if it's just for that action or for certain actions you can only get fined so much. But it seems like if you take the stick and hit somebody in the face, even if we think the guy over embellished it, it should be more than a $5,000 fine.
Yeah, if somebody tries to hit me in the face with a stick and they get off easy, I'm not too thrilled about that. So
exactly, but all good. All right, now it's going to be interesting tonight, though. I'm interested to see what it looks like tonight between these two teams. Obviously, McCarron wasn't very happy with Manson.
Yeah,
he's a dirty player,
and called him out. So
in between periods,
yes,
like they interviewed him during the game,
which you never see stuff like that. So that was very interesting. And if the game gets out of hand, but if it's a 3-1 type of game, Avs, what it looks like between those two teams and what Minnesota, as far as will we see some fights?
Do they Jokic it?
Scuffle? Yes.
Do they run down the ice and try to fight the Avalanche?
Exactly. So I feel good about tonight, though. I feel good about the Avs. That was a big Game 4 that they won, and it's going to be, again, interesting to see who's in net. Probably going to be Blackwood. But I like where the Avs are at right now. Coming back home, hopefully finishing the series off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to the Blackwood point. I felt the thing what the Avalanche did so well the other night is there was basically a period's worth of time where there were no shots on goal. And that's kind of like keeping the quarterback upright. Like if you got a backup quarterback, you just don't let him get hit all game. Not that Blackwood's a backup goalie, but they helped him out in that first game back. He hadn't started in, like a month?
Yeah, he said 30 days.
It had been 30, so not quite. I heard you guys yesterday, depending on the month.
Right.
It's a
yes.
month. But he hadn't played, so they did a really good job, I think, of easing him in. They allowed those big saves to kind of happen, especially after he gave up that first goal. I think it's going to be Blackwood tonight. There's no reason to start getting too creative on all of this.
No, I agree. Once you went from Wedgwood to Blackwood and Blackwood played well, I don't think you can go back to Wedgwood. You're going to continue to go with Blackwood tonight. And, that was, when we were watching the game and you just watch, it's like, oh, my gosh. I don't think they've gotten a shot on net in a long time. Yeah. And you didn't realize how long it was. But, hey, if you have a goalie in the net that hadn't played in a while, the best help for that guy is don't let any pucks get on the net.
Yeah, just
no shots. No shots. Perfect. I mean, that sounds like a pretty easy night, but he ended up making some good saves there,
especially late.
And that was a huge win. So it's hopefully they can close it out tonight. I don't want to go back to Minnesota for Game 6. We don't want to play with that fire. So I don't want to give them any momentum. Finish it off tonight and get this series over with, get some extra rest, and then see who you play there out of Anaheim and who was it, Vegas?
Vegas, yeah. Yeah, well, this Wild team, they've proven it's you go to the Nuggets-Wolves series, the Wild are the opposite of the Nuggets in the sense that they don't go away. Even though the series is 3-1, they fall down 3-0 in game 1, and they suddenly tie the game and at some point get the lead in that 9-6 game. Game 2, they're down 4-1. They still score a goal. The other night, they tie it back up 2-2. Obviously, that big Game 3 win. So the Wild is not a team that kind of mentally collapses. They stay after it. They keep coming. They believe they can win. When they play with a chip on their shoulder, they actually play with it. They actually go out there and play hard. So this is a team coming in tonight that I don't think's demoralized. I think they get frustrated at times because they're like, we're doing everything we can, and these guys are too fast. Yeah. They're too loaded. But they do keep coming. So I'm with you. We saw how red hot that crowd can get in Minnesota. You go back there for a Game 6, you do start playing with fire.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good point. Those guys they're not laying down.
No,
Minnesota.
They don't.
They got some dudes over there. They're pros, and so you're going to get their best shot tonight. Just kind of like you did in Game 3. So you got to bring it like you did in Game 4. Not like you did in Game 3. So let's close this thing out tonight because they're not going to lay down. They're going to try to get this thing back to Minnesota for a Game 6, but you're going to have to match their intensity like you did in Game 4.
And I just think a win tonight is big for the Avalanche. You get out of the second round. You win tonight, the thing that's haunted you since the Stanley Cup, before the Stanley Cup. You get over that hump, you get out of the second round, you go to the conference finals.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the one series that I haven't been to.
Don't go.
Is the Western Conference Finals.
Don't go.
What do you mean, don't go? I want to go. Why can't I go?
Oh, you haven't been to. Okay,
yes.
So I thought you meant you don't go, they win.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you're not a jinx.
No,
okay.
I haven't been to that. I've been to the first round, the second round, Stanley Cup Finals.
But
all the basketball, They haven't been to the Western Conference Finals. All the football playoffs.
Because other than the 1 year, you didn't go to the Edmonton series in 22.
Right, I was out of town.
Playoffs.
So I didn't get to go to that, and then they haven't been back.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So Bednar, you know what to tell the boys in the locker room tonight.
Yes.
Do this for Stoke.
One's for Stoke.
This one's for Stoke.
Yes.
John Davis.
I like that.
It's John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, powered by Able Builders. We know where the Broncos Week 1 matchup will be. Where is it, and how do we think the Broncos will do? Stoke and I get into that next.
I'm here.
Broncos country, the wait is over. This Thursday, join us for a special edition of Denver Sports Tonight with John Davis and Chad Andrus as we break down the full Broncos schedule release live. Primetime matchups, toughest stretches, playoff implications, and the games you circle the second they drop. Don't miss complete analysis, instant reaction, and everything you need to know about the Broncos' road ahead. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
You know, I've been endorsing Advanced Tax Solutions for almost a decade because I trust them to do their absolute best when it comes to helping people get out of jams with the IRS and back into the system. I've talked directly to clients of Advanced Tax Solutions. I've heard the stories over and over of people who saved thousands and thousands of dollars in resolutions negotiated by Advanced Tax Solutions. Todd Whalen's my guy. He's the founder, over 30 years experience working with, negotiating with, and if necessary, battling with the IRS. Key distinction, Todd isn't someone who just does your taxes. No. He's a specialist who knows all the ins and outs of helping people who have fallen behind on their taxes. Did you know the IRS has 7 different programs to fix a tax problem, and 5 of them include not having to fully pay the IRS? 5 of 7. So learn your options. Always talk with Advanced Tax Solutions before you call the IRS. You may find yourself with an unnecessary deadline if you call the IRS first. Instead, call Advanced Tax Solutions, 303-753-6040, and at advancedtaxsolutions.com.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications that top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Here's a tale of Tina searching up and down for decent GLP-1s, but got spun around.
Till Good RX wrote in, hey, we got something new. GLP-1 prescriptions, all FDA approved.
Brand name meds, no flags that are red.
Clear pricing from the start. None of those hidden fees in your cart.
Delivered to your door or pick up same day. Darn tootin'.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
I'd put it to goodrx.com/weight loss. GoodRx is not insurance.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
We do, and you will too when you see Tacori. Handcrafted in California, Tacori rings have design details you won't find in any other diamond engagement rings.
Including Tacori's perfectly engineered crown and windows of light created by Tacori's iconic crescent design.
It's the Tacori touch, and you'll find it at Williams Jewelers, Colorado's only platinum Tacori store. I'm Steve Williams.
I'm Shayna Williams.
And I'm Dylan Williams. You'll find all your Tacori jewelry at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, along with one of the largest selections of certified loose diamonds in the state, all at the guaranteed best price.
So come, fall in love with the Tacori ring she's always dreamed of.
Tacori at Williams Jewelers of Inglewood,
Colorado's premier jeweler.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers of Inglewood, where Colorado shines. On the corner of Bellevue and Broadway, the official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, including MPG MVPs and Toyota certified with full warranties. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Don't wait. 50 vehicles priced under $15,000 won't last. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 6/1/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply with approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
If you're feeling exhausted with no sex drive, it may be time to head to Low T Center. Book a free testosterone test at Low T Center and see if you qualify for TRT, customized to you. Choose self-pay or insurance and even have your treatment shipped to your door. Head to lowtcenter.com. That's lowtcenter.com to book your TRT appointment today.
Since 1950, you've trusted Permagreen to keep your yards beautiful. And now we'd like to introduce Permagreen Pro Topsoil, the same blend we sell to pro landscapers. Do it right the first time. Do it like a pro. Buy the big 1.5 cubic foot bag at Home Depot.
Cecil Lammy here from my friends at SodaDietNutrition.com. Now, 5 years ago, I lost 60 pounds because of soda, and I'm never going back. I've never gained the weight back. I never will, because SodaDietNutrition.com, they taught me how to eat, what to eat, and when to eat. It's simply magnificent. I want you to call them up, 866-800-SODA, where you can join Soda for a short time to have results that last a lifetime. Soda weight loss is now SodaDietAndNutrition.com. And you've got to have these guys on your side because the weight loss journey, it can be tough. There can be struggles. Having a real nutritionist there available via text to help you out with any sort of questions, concerns, sometimes it's just straight up encouragement. It's SodaDietAndNutrition.com. And there's no mystery pills, mystery injections, any mystery chemicals you're putting in your body. You're doing it the right way. Learn how. Join the program. SodaDietAndNutrition.com, 866-800-SODA, because SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
Over his Hall of Fame career, Terrell Davis racked up impressive numbers. 65 touchdowns, 2 championships, almost 8,000 rushing.
That's why I bank at Colorado Credit Union.
That's a weird segue.
Colorado Credit Union treats me like a person, not a number.
With personal service, great rates, and smart financial advice.
And those are just 3 great perks.
We can stop with the numbers now.
You don't have to be a legend to bank like one at Colorado Credit Union. Visit ccu.org. Terms and restrictions apply. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Your roof's the single most important part of your house. Snow and high winds can damage your roof. Don't trust your roof to any fly-by-night roofing companies. Call the professionals at Golden Spike for a free roof inspection and tell them you heard about it on the Fan. They're a locally owned company and a Team Dave Logan member.
Call Golden Spike Roofing when your roof needs a fix. 303-942-1386. Golden Spike Roofing.
Online shopping.
I have great friends. Are these paid friends?
Like my wife?
Yes.
They mail order friends?
Survival instincts.
I would be the easiest man in the world to kidnap. All you gotta do is have a sign that says Schlereth and I'm getting in.
And a little bit of gore.
I got attacked.
You got attacked?
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to get my finger or hand amputated. I mean, it was just gushing blood. Gushing.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in today for Mike Evans. A lot of stories. What is that, your gushing blood story right there? I
my
missed
dog.
that. Oh,
My
it was
dog,
Cody.
Cody yeah.
got
Cody
you.
went on the attack, yeah.
How's Cody doing right now?
Cody's birthday is Thursday, 8 years old.
My dog just turned 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
We should get him to what a milestone.
Oh, wow.
For
Get
both
them
of
together?
us. Yeah.
Playing matchmaker here?
Yeah, introduce a dog. But no, hopefully Cody. Happy birthday to Cody this week, Stoke. Stoke. So it came out yesterday that the Broncos are going to play the Chiefs week 1. Right there, you guys talked about it yesterday, but Chiefs week 1, overall, what was your reaction when it first came out?
I love it. You know, I mean, it's going to be fun. Let's get the party started. Let's go. So
let's go.
You got a big opportunity early in the season just to let the Chiefs know, hey, all right, you know, last year wasn't a fluke. So you got a great chance to go on the road and start 1-0 and have them 0-1. And I think it's great. I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, that place is going to be rocking. Mahomes is probably going to be returning from his ACL injury, and but I think it's a big opportunity for the Broncos to start the season on the right note and get off to a 1-0 start. How about you?
Yeah, it's interesting. I went back. I was telling Johnny Fever. I went in my memory back to 1992, and I was able to think about every week 1 game. I can't remember, at least in my lifetime, the last time week 1 were in Kansas City. It's not typically where the Broncos play week 1. So this is going to kind of be new just for the team overall. It's not something they regularly do. I'm with you. Go in there, start the season off right. You don't know what you're going to get from Mahomes. I also feel you're going to maybe be your healthiest. So you go in there at your healthiest, you steal one from the Chiefs, a road divisional game that obviously sets you up really well going in. So I like it. It's established everything. Let's not do a rerun of last year where you played the lowly Tennessee Titans and you looked sloppy and kind of stole one. Broncos can come out here and prove last year it wasn't a fluke, and establish that Kansas City is still on a downward trajectory and you're still coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. Set the tone for the rest of the season. Just remind them that, you know, hey, you're the AFC West champs. So I love it. Let's get going. I mean, you're going to have a lot of big games, hopefully moving forward in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And, You're going to be playing a lot of standalone primetime games, hopefully like this. So to start the season on Monday Night Football, I think is great, and especially against Kansas City. I mean, that's fun as a fan, as a player. I mean, that's fun. That's what it's all about. So I love the fact that it's that type of game to start the season this year.
I had a thought all offseason that it was going to be Denver, New England, but I'm wondering if, given what's going on with the New England coaching situation, they don't want that front and center on national TV.
That's a good. That's a good point. I wasn't really thinking about it all that much, but probably so. You kind of don't want that distraction if you're the NFL. So put New England somewhere else and let the Broncos have the game. So I love it though. I'm fired up. I mean, are you good with it? A lot of people are complaining that it's in Kansas City. It's not in Denver.
Care. I personally like the Broncos starting on the road because I go to the games and I don't like it when it's 80 to 90 degrees, when it's 90 degrees and I'm sitting in those stands. I mean, Monday night might be a little bit better, but still when on the road, it's a great way to start the season. It seems like we do start on the road quite a bit in Denver, but no, I'm with it. Steal one from the Chiefs, establish yourself. I'd rather Kansas City, and I don't want to say rather. The Chargers are the team that would have scared me, I think, the most week one. Kansas City is a team that the Broncos, I think, match up really well with. And if Chiefs fans are listening, they're going to get, oh, that's disrespectful. I do think it's just a better matchup for them. You go in there, you don't know where Mahomes is going to be.
He might be a little rusty.
He might be a little rusty. Bo could be too. What if it ends up Stidham, Justin Fields?
Oh, yeah, no. It better not.
That would be the worst thing.
If Bo Nix isn't healthy with his dang ankle by this game, then we're in serious trouble.
The unscheduled, scheduled procedure. Cleanup.
Yes.
Is what it was. So Mahomes and Bo, but
just to get back to that, I don't, to the people that are upset about Denver deserves to be playing at home. Guess what? The NFL doesn't care about what Denver deserves or anything like that. All they care about is ratings. And they're going to put this thing in Kansas City. So it is what it is. Would I have liked it to been here? Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been a lot of fun. You get to kind of highlight everything that this state and city has to offer. And, you make it a full day Monday, to open the season. And you have a lot of things going on downtown. And it would be a fun day and a fun night. So that's a bummer. It's not, but I'm not gonna cry about it that it's not here in Denver because look, that's the NFL. They don't really care about our feelings here in Denver or really any fan base's feelings.
No, or the players, or they don't care about anybody's feelings. I like starting it in Kansas City rather than Denver. This might sound Sean Payton's been a little slow out the gate in Denver every season. I'd rather not let the season start with Kansas City coming in here and beating us at home. Not predicting a Kansas City win, but, again, they've been slow out the gate. The Chiefs have something to prove. It's Andy Reid. He's got all offseason to prepare. I think if they drop game one in Kansas City, that's a little more digestible heading in. It's
at home.
Yeah, and so I get that's not exciting because I'm not going to get on the whole, we're going to go in there and kick that. I never assume you're going to beat anybody, especially a team that's coming red hot. Now the Chiefs, I don't know how much they improved. Kenneth Walker, I mean, that was a real Al Davis late 90s move to just sign the big name from the Super Bowl MVP. But overall, I'd rather it be Kansas City. And as far as the Broncos and who deserves what, you finished 4th place at best. You don't get rewards for winning your division and losing the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
To your point, the NFL puts it where they think it's going to work best.
Yeah. And you're right. If you do get off to a slow start and you do slip up and lose that first game, you'd rather lose it on the road than at home. So, I think it's great. This whole schedule thing is, it's so dumb now. All these games are getting leaked.
It's boring.
So like we got schedule reveal, schedule release on Thursday, but we're gonna know most of the big-time games, the big-time matchups, like who's playing on Thanksgiving, who's playing in Paris, who's playing in Mexico City, and, all these away games and these big standalone games. We already know about it, so I'm like, can we just wait? I want it all at once.
Yeah,
I want to be like, here it is, wham. And then I see all the games. I'm like, okay, look at that. Like, I don't want to get one game, yesterday, and then today we might get another one while the Broncos are going to be playing, the Patriots on Thursday night football. Something. I don't want that. Just give it to me all at once.
Give it to me. Like when an album comes out that I like, I don't want over the course of a week to get one song here, just give me the record.
Exactly.
And I can listen to the whole thing.
That's I mean, so it's all these teams, with their social media, they do all these videos.
What are the Chiefs doing right now? Have you seen this? There's weird pictures of bread with every team. It's the Chiefs. It's stupid. I don't even get what they're doing.
I have not seen it, but so obviously you have to film these things in advance so people know.
Yeah, people know
already who you're playing, right? So it's not like it's some big secret. So there's a lot of people that end up knowing what the schedule is. So of course it's going to get leaked.
Well,
because we have to do these videos now. We have to.
Are you just mad they haven't asked you to do the video?
You feel that, don't you?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Deep down. Yeah, I mean, put me and Manning together and let's go.
Yeah, that's ratings bonanza.
Right.
They'll be like, finally, who's that guy with Stokley?
Right.
That's what they'd say.
Exactly. It'd be magic.
So John Davis filling in for Mike Evans today. Big game tonight. Avalanche Wild. Do the Avalanche close it out? Stoke and I preview that next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
A family office is a team built to handle the 3 biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Trucking companies and their insurers have teams of lawyers ready to protect their bottom line the moment an accident happens. I'm Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been going toe-to-toe with them on behalf of seriously injured victims in Colorado. We know how to investigate these cases, build them, and win them, and we won't stop fighting until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you've been seriously injured in a trucking accident, call us today. The Wilhite Law Firm, 303-GOOD-LAW, or visit wilhitewins.com.
Your medication for enlarged prostate is working. That's what you tell yourself. You're up 3 times a night instead of 5. The urgency is manageable. The stream's not great, but it's fine. That's the problem. Fine. Enlarged prostate, or BPH, doesn't pause because the medication takes the edge off. The prostate keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder. And over time, those changes can be harder to reverse. But surgery? Not for you, right? Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing. It's the only ultrasound-guided, robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Don't wait until things become unbearable. Find an Aquablation urologist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567. 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Hey guys, boy Steve here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee.
What is it, you ask? Well, if he can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. You want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Running a small business means juggling a lot. Your network has to handle it all. That's where a fiber-only provider falls short. You deserve a partner who gives you a greater advantage. Introducing the Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A first-ever combination of the largest, fastest fiber-powered network, the most reliable Wi-Fi, gig speeds with equipment and security included, and a 5-year price lock. Plus, it's all backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. The Total Solutions Advantage only from Comcast Business. A new standard for small business with reliability, security, and savings in one. When you add it all up, no one does business like Comcast Business.
Switch today. Get started for $60 a month for 12 months when you add an advanced solution to a qualifying internet package. Limited time offer. New customers only. Requires 300 megabits per second internet, security edge, and additional qualifying service. 1-year agreement, paperless billing, and autopay with bank account required. Taxes and fees extra. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Hey, what's up? It's Zach here. And if you're looking for your new go-to spot in Centennial, the Basketball Social House is it. Award-winning food and drinks, an incredible weekend brunch, and a brand new sports bar entertainment space where you can catch every Colorado game. Even if you're not playing, it's a great hang. But if you are, their private basketball suites are unreal. Full court, lounge, music, TVs, the whole setup. And because you're hearing this from me, get half off your first private basketball suite rental. Just use code HALFOFFHOOPS. Trust me, you're going to love this place.
Shop SummitRacing.com to keep your ride road trip ready. You'll find everything for pre-trip maintenance. Plus, enroll in the rewards program to get more power in every purchase.
Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth.
John Davis sitting in today for Mike Evans with my guy Brandon Stokley. Stoke, the Avs get to close it out. Much like the Nuggets series with the Wolves, there's some post-game words being exchanged through the media. Michael McCarron, Stoke, not happy with getting butt-ended the other night by Josh Manson. Obviously spoke about it during the game, but then after game he doubled down on his thoughts on Manson.
Well, I blew him up and he grabs me and pulls me on top of him, and then, I mean, he's a dirty player. He took his butt end and clearly butt-ended me in the face. I don't know how it's not a 5-minute. I think the rule book says it's a 5-minute if you butt-end someone in the face. He's a dirty player. He's always been. Not very well respected.
Stoke, did you ever use the word butt 3 different times in a 15-second clip in your career?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Have not. No, that's, not very well respected. That's probably the worst one. I mean, dirty player, this and that.
Yeah.
But then when he says, well, he's not very well respected, that's another, just jab
at
Manson, obviously. So it's going to be
not very well respected.
I mean, that to me is worse than telling me I'm a dirty player. So I think it's on tonight. It's gonna be a heated one tonight, and hopefully the Avs can play the type of game that they played in Game 4.
What's worse, being called soft, saying you're not respected?
Probably soft.
Soft.
I would
soft
go
is
soft.
Soft is still the worst.
Yes.
I like how he says he's not respected, as if he was taking polls on Josh Manson around the league throughout the year.
Do you think he sent out do you respect this guy?
Yeah. Do you respect Josh Manson? But Jared Bednar, head coach of the Avalanche, he responded on Manson being called a dirty player.
He's not that, but he's physical and he plays hard. But, I mean, I guess his track record speaks for himself. I don't see him as a dirty player. He's a physical guy, though, and he's going to play hard in between the whistles.
Manson's been here since the Stanley Cup year, brought in at the trade deadline. We follow this team. This is the first time it's really come up with the word dirty being thrown around with him. So I don't think, as much as Michael McCarron might want to get that narrative out there, I don't think there's a lot of legs to it.
No, and I really don't even care. I'll embrace it to a certain degree. You want some guys like that play that way, and so obviously he plays hard, he's tough, and he's physical, and so sometimes you cross the line a little bit, like he did, and he got a penalty for it. So those things happen, but I don't mind the fact that he's got a little nasty to him, and some people think he's dirty, and maybe I like that. You need guys like that on your team if you want to be successful, and the Nuggets could use a guy or two like that have that style, that play that way. So no, certainly the Avs need guys like that, and I think it's great.
Yeah, I think, look, the Broncos' 2015 defense personal fouled their way all the way to a Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So teams didn't want to go against them. Different than the Nuggets, though, kind of contrasting this, Stoke. With the Nuggets, Jaden McDaniels called them out. He called them out and challenged their manhood, if you will. In this case, I think the Avalanche just kind of laughed this one off. With this guy, it's like, look, we're beating you 3-1. You've given us your best shot. We're just going to go out there and do our thing. The first cup run, like the Predators kept trying to get Kadri to do something because he had been suspended the year before against the Golden Knights. I think when the Avalanche are where they're at, they've got so much more to offer the Wild that this is one of those things. You're not being challenged here. You just kind of say, all right, man, keep running your mouth. We're going to go out here and score 5 goals today.
Yeah, exactly. I think, with the Nuggets and Jaden McDaniels, he called out the whole dang team.
By name.
Yes,
he went through
everyone.
The roster.
They're all terrible. They all suck on defense, right? None of them are any good. So he called everyone out. In this situation, basically McCarron's just calling out Manson, for being a dirty player. So I don't think the Avalanche, care one bit about what he said, or they're not paying any attention to that. But certainly the Nuggets, when a guy calls every one of you out by name, that's disrespectful. And of course, they didn't respond at all. I think in this situation, the Avs are like, all right, buddy, you're an afterthought for us. We're going to go about our business. Let us win this series and move on to the Western Conference Finals. I mean, that's our goal. So it's not about getting any kind of revenge on Michael McCarron.
Yeah, and that's it. Just don't get caught up with it. You're better. You raised a good point earlier, though, that I hadn't thought. If it's 5-1 Avs, is Josh Manson suddenly having to drop the gloves?
Oh yeah,
late in the game.
I think so for sure.
And they're probably
you saw
ready
that.
for
That guy was pissed.
Yeah,
and Manson's ready to go. So. I certainly think you could see a situation like that. And the only way they scored that stinking first goal and got up to that 1-0 lead was because of that penalty. So don't give them any power plays. Don't give them any good opportunities to stay in the game and to give themselves hope in this game tonight. So don't take any bad penalties.
Yeah, don't.
Brandon Stokley is right.
Let them do that tonight, okay? And it's all about winning. It's not about any kind of revenge or anything like that. Let them be the bitter team, and let's just go about our business and get a W.
And get a W, and then Josh Manson could continue to be one of the least respected guys in the league, or whatever McCarron said. Stoke, you love summertime. You're outside all the time. Well, summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. Here's what you get. 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. Stoke, Broncos schedule came out. Expectations, and what's the key matchup to look for against the Kansas City Chiefs? We'll do all of that next.
The Avalanche, the Wild. Round 2. This is where the real battle begins. Score! Every game gets bigger. Every hit gets harder. Every moment matters more. Our guys are in the locker room. Our shows are locked in on every matchup, every adjustment, and every shift in momentum. On your morning commute, on your lunch break, on your drive home. Our shows have you covered from puck drop to final buzzer and everything in between. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, Denver's playoff headquarters.
Well, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, there's all kinds of emotions that go along with that. You got frustration, you got confusion, you got embarrassment, you got loneliness. It's not fair. But the good news is it isn't something you just have to live with and accept. Not with an alternative and a possible solution with Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They have been successfully treating thousands of men here in Colorado over the last decade. They use advanced medical science to empower male performance with therapies that go far beyond the pills and herbals that you may be trying now with no success. I've gotten to know Jeff and his all-star team at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. They have the science of ED down pat, but what I like is how comfortable they make you with this really big step that you're taking. Don't live with ED anymore. For just $99, you will meet with a Colorado licensed medical provider, take a T and PSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose does not work, your entire office visit is free. 5 locations around Denver to better serve you, including Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, Castle Rock. Call 720-440-7900 and at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Liberty Mutual customized this song for you. Like your car insurance, it's custom too, yeah. Liberty Mutual's got the coverage that could save you money. Thanks to Doug and Limu, well now you can go and take that cruise. Liberty, 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 yeah.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
Ready to be a driving force for your community? The Cherry Creek School District is seeking great people who care about kids to join its dedicated team of bus drivers. No CDL? No problem. Take advantage of paid training with benefits in a supportive and fun work environment. Starting pay at $24.39 an hour with excellent benefits. Feel good about what you do by helping provide safe, reliable transportation for Colorado kids. Apply now at cherrycreekschools.org.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here for Xfinity. Imagine Wi-Fi so intelligent, it actually fixes itself when something goes wrong. Imagine Wi-Fi that reaches every corner of your home, every room, every floor, every dead zone gone. Wi-Fi that makes everything in your home work together seamlessly. Now imagine it's built for speed and power by fiber. A network with 99.999% reliability. So whether you're streaming, gaming, or working from home, it just works. And that's not just fast, that's a security blanket for your entire network, protecting what matters most. Now, here's the best part. Lock in 5 years of predictability at the same price, no contracts, no commitments. Everything you need is included, your data, our best equipment, and the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi, all of it. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply, select plans only.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 300 new Toyota Tacomas, only $399 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. $399 a month Tacomas, built for the Rockies. Priced for you. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here, go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. Zero security deposit on approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 6/126.
Dan Jacobs with the tale of two cousins. They were both in the same accident. One cousin said she didn't need a lawyer. And when the insurance company offered her $3,000 and said they would pay all of her medical bills, that cousin was very upset because she cashed that check. And when the medical bills kept coming in, the insurance company was long gone. The other cousin called 303 Law 4040. She was offered $30,000. And when we said no way, the judge used scare tactics trying to get her to accept the lowball offer. That's where a lot of lawyers will try and get their clients to cave in, but not us. We said that's fine. We'll tell her story to a jury. Before we could even get up and walk out of the room, that case settled for $1.1 million. That cousin was very happy. The insurance companies work for their shareholders. At 303 Law 4040, we work for you. You don't have to feel guilty about asking for what's fair. We hope you never need us, but accidents do happen, so go ahead, save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Self-appointed nicknames.
Obviously, I am the hockey guy at this station.
Grammar lessons.
Hot fudge and Famma Jamma.
And Oscar-worthy impressions.
My version was, get off my plane.
Okay.
Yours was,
get off my plane. It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today with Stoke. We'll be joined by Stink very soon. But Stoke, Broncos opening the season in Kansas City. One thing we're getting on the RamosLaw.com text line a lot is everybody's saying rather play in Kansas City in September than later in the year, November, December, when it's a lot colder and the weather's worse.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you could be playing Kansas City here and it'd be cold, bad weather. So
that's the thing is they got to play in it too,
right?
Like
yeah, exactly. I mean, who's built better for it? I don't. You know, it wasn't like the Broncos played great in the snow in the AFC Championship game, so I understand that. But I like it could be good weather. I mean, you know, you could have a game in October, it'd be snow there, or it could be decent weather. So I don't know. I really don't think about the weather thing too much. I just think about, you know, where they're playing it, you know, and I don't mind that it's in Kansas City to start the year. You got to play there at some point. Do we deserve to have it in Denver over having it in Kansas City? No, not really. NFL is going to do whatever they want. So
yeah,
I'm not putting a lot into, you know, when it is and what time of year it is, and I just love the fact that, you know, we get a primetime game, standalone game Monday night to open the season. So as a fan, I'm fired up about that.
Yeah, I'm fired up. And when people say the Broncos deserve the game at home, my take on it is they're putting you up against Patrick Mahomes on Monday Night Football the first week of the season. They're telling you they think you're a team worth tuning in for. I mean, like you said, the NFL doesn't care. Stokes said this earlier. The NFL doesn't care about the Broncos' feelings, but the flip side is this is a team that's been to 5 Super Bowls in the last however many years. The Chiefs, they've won a bunch. They're probably still the team everybody looks for when they think of the NFL. Mahomes is still the top guy, and they're putting you opposite them on Monday Night Football. That's a compliment, not disrespect.
Yeah, and you know, Mahomes, you know, he has MVPs, he has Super Bowl wins. Andy Reid has Super Bowl wins, plural.
Right.
What do the Broncos have? I mean, Bo Nix doesn't have, you know, any Super Bowl wins.
No,
Sean Payton has one. So they're the brand. They're the show.
Yep.
Right now, they're the star. So it is what it is. All good. No problem. No disrespect here from me. Again, I'm just fired up about it. Broncos opening big game, big stage, because this is who the Broncos are now moving forward. They're a team that's going to be in these types of matchups. National televised games, big matchups, standalone games. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of that moving forward with Bo and Sean and this football team.
On the text line, Stoke, we're getting the NFL put the Broncos on Monday Night Football to get some ratings before the Broncos are sub 500. They're the third best team in their own division. By the end of the year, they may be the worst. Very overrated.
Watch out. Well, I mean, no chance at finishing behind the Raiders. No, the division is tough. You saw that with the Chiefs last year. You get a few injuries, and a season can snowball on you. But, no, I like where the Broncos are at. I like their football team. I like what they've done this offseason. But you got to go out there and do it every single year. What you did last year doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you won the AFC West last year. It doesn't matter that you had the number 1 seed. None of that matters this year. This division is going to be a tough division.
Yeah, and they could finish third in the division and win 11 games.
And still go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and still go to the playoffs.
You're 100% right.
The division's good. So with that, what do you think of Davis Webb? In his first game, Colin plays. He's got to go to Kansas City and go against the DC and Steve Spagnuolo that dials it up, plays aggressive, and really has a defense that knows how to play his system and execute it.
Yeah, that's the story I'm looking at is, Davis Webb, first game, primetime game, Monday Night Football. Sean Payton's not going to be calling the plays. How, what does it look like for the Broncos offense? So I'm interested. I mean, what a storyline that is. Bo Nix, third year with a young offensive coordinator. Will it look worse? Will it look better? Will we see a big difference in this offense? I don't know. But I think for me, I'm intrigued. I'm excited about it also. You got a young, hopefully innovative offensive coordinator that can maybe bring something different to this offense that can get it going and be a little bit more consistent this year. That's my hope for Davis Webb and Bo Nix this year. But first glimpse of it, really, first true glimpse of what it's going to look like is going to be on Monday Night Football against a really good defense and probably, a top 2 or 3 defensive coordinator, if not the best defensive coordinator in the NFL.
And as much as we love Davis Webb, I would challenge Broncos fans to flip this. If we were playing a first-time play caller with Vance Joseph, we might be sitting here going, oh, man, Vance is going to eat this guy alive out there today. Yeah. So it's something with Kansas City. And, Stoke, I'll ask you this. Steve Spagnuolo. We're all excited about Davis Webb. It's unproven. Do you feel more confident? Would you feel more confident this game with Sean Payton if Sean Payton was the play caller going into it? Kansas City, Monday night, week 1, Steve Spagnuolo? Or you say, hey, Davis Webb, I expect just about the same.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure if it might be Davis Webb might be great.
Right.
So it might be one of those things where, all right, Sean had his run. Now we got this young guy that just took over, and he's awesome.
Kind of like me with Mike Evans.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Out with the old and with the young, improved version, upgraded version.
I love him.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, John. So I don't know. I don't know what I'd prefer here because sometimes the unknown guy goes out there and does things differently.
You don't know what to expect. There's no film.
Exactly.
It could be an advantage.
Exactly. So it might be a positive. It might be a negative. That's why I love it. I can't wait.
Yeah, I love it because I'm a believer in, like, with quarterbacks. Do you remember with Bo, some people are trying to time when to start him? Don't send him to Seattle and then Pittsburgh his first 2 games.
Right.
Maybe do it against the Jets. Look, they're all good.
Yeah.
Even the worst team is full of good players and capable coaches. You might as well get Davis Webb. Just maybe it's better to throw him into the fire.
Exactly.
It's John Davis sitting in today for Mike Evans. Avalanche Game 5 preview. Mark joins us next as we break it down. We'll do all of that next.
He's a dirty player.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Door Service. Most repairs are simple, but if left untreated, they can turn into costly repairs. Your garage door works hard every day, and a little maintenance goes a long way. We fix garage doors fast with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Over 90,000 five-star reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by putting people first. Fixing your garage doors is what we do. From repairs to upgrades, call Don's Garage Door Service today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Rob Wilhite. If you've been in a car accident, you need experience that wins. For almost 50 years in Colorado, my firm has recovered over $1 billion for crash victims. Call 303-GOOD-LAW or visit WilhiteWins.com. That's WilhiteWins.com.
Hey, it's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Women go through many changes in their lives. And we believe each milestone matters. That every new candle represents another step in your story. Our healthcare experts support women at every stage of life. Because each chapter deserves to be celebrated. Women's health. Nurture what's next. Find care near you at mountain.commonspirit.org. Common Spirit Health. Human kindness lives here.
Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Natural Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Get a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate with the purchase of 5 quarts of Mobil 1 Full Synthetic or Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil for $35.95. Plus, buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
They'll tell you marketing is complicated, that you need a dozen platforms, 100 dashboards, and a prayer.
Forget that. Your customers are right here, listening to this station. Heck, you are right now. Tonight they're streaming Denver's biggest games. Tomorrow they're locked into the most talked about podcasts on the planet. We put you in all of it. Radio, streaming, TV, audio, one team, clear data, real results. We've been growing businesses like yours for years. Visit DenverSports.com and click the Advertise with Us button. That's DenverSports.com. Let's get to work.
Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years with some of the best deals in their history. May 15th and 16th, $66 oil changes on any Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, or Volvo. Used cars from $6,600, leases from $366 a month. And on Saturday, May 16th, there'll be a car show, free food and prizes for the whole family. Your cherry on top, Ford and Lincoln employee pricing all month. You pay what they pay. May 15th and 16th, Highway 36 in Wadsworth, STHmotors.com. Siltar Motors celebrating 66 years to gain everything you want out of a dealership.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Waking up drained? Mattress Firm sleep experts will help you find the right bed for deeper rest at the Memorial Day sale. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
KKFN and KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Nonverbal communication.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump day.
Unbreakable bonds.
Look at us three. The three musketeers.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius, and genius.
And personal hygiene.
Holy Moses. You guys excited about showering?
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Come on. Do the Humpty Hump. Come on, do the Humpty Hump.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today. Mark Schlereth is here. Mark, what's up, buddy?
I feel great. Good to be here. Went to my guys at Spine 1 last night, yesterday afternoon, yesterday morning, whatever.
You got all fixed up?
I said, I don't know what the legal limit is that you can give a guy, but double mine, and you're not going to have any issue. I'll plead ignorance the fifth. I feel great. And I've been miserable for 3 weeks. Miserable.
Yeah, you were walking around really slow, gingerly yesterday, not moving very well.
Yeah, so shout out to Dr. Gon and the folks over there at Spine 1. I appreciate you guys.
And Mark, we were just talking, Avs, 6 o'clock puck drop tonight.
Dude, life doesn't get much better. The 6 o'clock standalone puck drop. Stoke, I
can't wait.
I know, and you get to stay awake the whole time. Now I'm thinking, because you're my bookie.
Yeah.
I am your bookie. You're my bookie. I'm wondering.
Okay, what are we doing?
I'm wandering around up in my brain. I'm wandering around, Stoke. Am I going to lay down money on the Avs again?
Well, I mean, you're hot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we say Evans is our hockey guy, quote unquote hockey guy. Self-proclaimed hockey guy.
Right.
But you're the guy that's on the heater. So
I've been on the heater.
You're up. You're rolling.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Let me know.
I'm going to think about it over the course of the show, and just depending on how the vibe I get, listening to John, listening to you, kind of mulling around my own head, 6 o'clock standalone game. I may put because I can stay awake for the third period. So
that's always a positive,
right? And last game, we're sitting there. It gets 3-2 late in the third period, and I'm like, 4 minutes. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because I knew eventually they're gonna pull their goaltender, and what are we gonna get?
Empty netter.
Ching, ching.
Ching,
ching. That's going to be 185 for you-know-who.
Hey, we talk about ching, ching. I mean, did you see what the NHL fined Manson?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Did you see?
It's
Wow.
Five.
He's
They
five
hammered him.
How's he gonna? That's illegal. They got a good. Hey, I don't know who does their collective bargaining, but that's a pretty good deal. You can hammer guys in the chin with the end of your. And there's actually a stick butt fine.
Yes.
Like it's
butt ending.
Butt ending.
Butt ending.
Yeah. Who knew? There's high sticking. There's eye gouging. There's butt ending. I mean, this is great.
$5,000. Have you ever been butt ended?
No, never been. I've never been butt ended.
Stoke?
Dude,
No,
I
I haven't either.
Dude, I knew when McKinnon took that puck to the face that I was not cut out for hockey.
No.
There's just no way.
I mean, you almost got I would, you got a little bit of that covering half your face,
Yeah, the
right?
visor, right?
Yeah, the
shield.
visor, the shield. I mean, I'm risk reward. My thing would be like full coverage.
Oh,
over
yeah.
all
I'd
of
be in
my
a suit.
face.
I'd be in a football helmet.
Right.
With the visor.
I would be skating around in one of those, like, you ever see the SWAT team that has the bomb squad and they put that bomb suit on, and your whole body is covered in Kevlar and you can hardly move? That would be me. I'd just be posted up, like, in front of the goaltender. Like, get into my area. You're going to get a taste.
Can you skate?
No, that's just the point. You're going to have to be in my area before you get a taste.
So you can't
These guys
ice
could
skate
avoid
at all?
me.
Can you ice skate at all? I mean,
No.
you grew up in Alaska. I mean, you said
Yeah.
you were a great skier.
A great skier, terrible on ice skates.
John?
Horrible.
Did you try? No, I can't ice skate. My ankles are real bad.
Okay.
So it hurt, and I never wanted to do
I
it.
skated. My son was coaching, so my granddaughter, had a skate show, and it was father-daughter skate, in the middle of the skate show, and you had to go out and you had to put those rental skates on, and I was just click, 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 click. I was like walk skating, and my feet hurt like none other.
It hurts. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, your feet are not. So you would not.
I've never been on skate.
I was going to say
don't get
you
on.
set that up like you were a world-class skater.
No.
You know what? It's just best now at this stage in life. Don't do it.
Oh no, I won't.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
That's the PSA from this show. Skating.
Yes.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it.
I mean,
Not
if
even
you've
once.
never done it and you're about to be 50, I mean, what's going to happen? You're going to fall on the ice and you're going to mess your shoulder up, or worse, you're going to hit your head, and that's the last thing I need is another head injury.
Yeah, and you're the age that you're not putting on a helmet to go out and roll around on ice skates.
No,
not gonna happen.
No, not
And
doing
we're
it.
like, we don't like. I don't get on a bike and put on a helmet. The people are like, that's a bad example for you. You know what?
It's all right.
They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
They're going to be okay.
So we've established it. Don't skate and do not wear a helmet when you're on a bike.
Correct.
Those are the safety tips from Mark Schlereth. Mark, Michael McCarron pretty mad about getting butt-ended by Josh Manson the other night. I want to know, we're going to play what he said after the game about Josh Manson.
Well, I blew him up, and he grabs me and pulls me on top of him, and then, he's a dirty player. He took his butt end and clearly butt ended me in the face. I don't know how it's not a 5-minute. I think the rule book says it's a 5-minute if you butt end someone in the face. He's a dirty player. He's always been. Not very well respected.
Michael McCarron. What was it? Michael McCarron?
Yeah.
Speaking of Karens, first off, like Stoke, did you hear him? Like, first off, I blew him up. Well, go ahead and taste yourself. Like, right? Go ahead. Go ahead and taste it. Stoke said it perfectly yesterday, and as soon as he said it, I was like, wow, I wish I'd have said that. Good. Stoke is,
What did I say? I
you
forgot.
said you need that dude on your team. You need a Josh Manson that every now and again will butt end somebody. Every now and again will mix it up a little bit with somebody. You need a couple of those dudes. You're the dudes that are slightly touched. Every team needs 4 or 5 slightly touched, depending on the size. Maybe in basketball you got to have one slightly touched guy.
4 or 5?
4 or 5 more slightly touched guys.
Yes.
The
4 or
Nuggets
5.
need 4 or 5 more slightly touched guys. There's
anyone.
Anyone?
Yes.
Yes. That extends the campaign.
That's right. 501.
501 today. But every team needs, like a football team, you need 4 or 5 touch, like really slightly touched dudes. Hockey team, you probably need 2 or 3. You need at least one on a basketball team. That's one of the problems with the Nuggets. People could just talk smack about the Nuggets, and they don't do anything about it.
They don't do anything. And Stoke, it's something, I know you guys have talked about kind of those types of players. You played with a bunch of them in Baltimore, but it helps, like with Romo back in the day and Akib with the Broncos. when you got a guy that the other team starts worrying about him so much that he's angered them and been so quote unquote dirty that they're no longer trying to win the game, they just want to get back at that guy. That's how you get in their head.
Yeah, we'll see what it looks like tonight. I'm excited to see. Will McCarron? Is he going to try to mix it up with Manson tonight?
Early.
I think he will.
Early? You think it'll be early?
Drop him?
Well, I'm not sure early, but I think for sure if this thing gets to be a 2-goal game late in the game, that you'll see that because he's pissed. I mean, he's really pissed. So that's not going away. It's not just because it was 2 nights ago. That's not going away. Like you call someone out like that too in the media and say what he said about Josh Manson. That's not going away tonight. So yes, you're going to see something tonight. Maybe not early because both these teams, Minnesota, they still trying to win the series.
Yeah.
And of course the Avs. We don't want to get another dumb penalty, but I think McCarron will be looking to fight tonight.
I think it'll be fast. I think it'll be like that. Like game 1, they'll come out. I mean, obviously, do or die for Minnesota. So you got to come out. You got to play great. They clogged up the middle of the ice. They did that. They did a great job of that. I got a lot of shots on goal, but maybe limited opportunities with all those shots on goal. But I'm with Stoke. It may not happen early. But if the Avs start pulling away, call it second, third period, there's going to be some glove droppage and some penalty points or penalty time assessed.
They could be like Jokic and wait till the end of the game. It's over.
Until it's over.
Skate.
And somebody throws a layup in, and then you're going to dispense justice.
Then you're going to go after it. It's John
now
Davis.
you're going to get pissed off?
Yeah, now.
Now you're getting mad.
We lost. Now I'm mad.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today with the fellas. Jonah Coleman spoke at rookie minicamp last week. What are the expectations for him going into his rookie season? We'll do that next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate, and there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567, 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to Markdowns for Miles at AutoZone.
Thanks. Is oil marked down?
Save up to $15 when you buy 5 quarts and a filter.
And fuel treatment?
2 for $9 on Lucas.
Brake pads?
Marked down to free.
Free?
Get free Duralast brake pads when you buy 2 Duralast rotors.
That's several markdowns.
For many more miles.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hi there, I'm Kim Rudell, owner of Wills and Wellness Estate Planning. Springtime has arrived, and it's a great time to get your house in order. Whether you need to tidy up your current will and estate plan, or you need to put together a brand new plan, we're here to help. Get yourself organized with documents that are customized to you and your family to provide priceless peace of mind. Find us at willsandwellness.com or give us a call at 720-266-8190.
You can't always predict what's next, but you can be ready for it in a BMW SUV. The performance-driven X1 comes built for every journey, while the X3's sporty design and innovative technology keep your drive connected. The X5 blends performance with a commanding presence, or make it even bigger with 3 rows of luxurious seating in the X7. For every road, there's an X built to drive it. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Gebhardt BMW, your trusted family dealer since 1975.
Lowest rate for life. It's our trademarked and most innovative product in the entire mortgage industry. Lock in your savings today, and if rates fall in the future, even as little as 0.5%, we will redo your loan with no lender fees and no appraisal fee. Always have the best rate and maximize your savings. It's only at U.S. Mortgages, and our number says it all. 303-LOW-RATE. That's 303-LOW-RATE or online at usmloan.com.
All loans subject to approval and change. License number 392126.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. Confetti Craze makes it easy to turn any day into a party with its delicious birthday cake flavor and big birthday energy. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. I bring these tiny bottles everywhere to cakeify my day with tasty caffeine boosts. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Strong delegation.
Somebody's got to be in charge.
Someone has to be the parent.
Somebody has to be the parent, and I just put my foot down.
Proper hydration.
I'm reminded today of my boy Stokley, who I like to refer to as Fluids.
And trust in your teammates.
There was a lot of doubters. There was a lot of haters.
Never any doubt.
A lot of doubt from the guys that know you best, that work with you.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today with the fellas. Jonah Coleman, Broncos rookie running back out of the 4th round, guys. He seems to be the guy that there's a lot of excitement around with his ability to contribute to the Broncos. He spoke this past weekend at rookie minicamp about how he can make an impact.
Just do my job and be able to be a sponge, take in information, be coachable, show up every day the same person.
Stoke, when you hear that from a rookie, he was very ready to answer that. He knew exactly what he wanted to say. Is that the type of mindset you like to hear?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, he sounds like he's very mature, a guy that played, at a high level in college, and that has the right mindset. That's all you want from a rookie, right? I mean, hey, come in, don't say a whole lot, learn your playbook, work hard, and try to contribute and help the football team out. So I think that sounds like that's what his mindset is. He sounds like he's a very mature athlete. So I know Mark really liked him coming out of Washington. I had a former coach that coached him at Washington that raved about him and just all the things that he brings on the football field and off the football field. And so, you're getting a guy that gets it. And so I think he's going to help the Broncos out this year.
I do too. I think that, are you excited because of what you saw on film, what you saw him do, the way he played at Washington, or are you excited because it's not a matter of if, or it's a matter of kind of when? that J.K. Dobbins gets hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a history of never being healthy, and maybe part of the plan is to manage him better so that you can hopefully keep him healthy throughout the entirety of a season. So maybe there's a 1-2 punch there. I think so far, just studying the film, and I'm not talking about 3 clips either, Stoke.
No?
No, I'm not talking
More
about
than 3.
More than 3.
I only like
leery of someone that grabs 3 clips.
I only like to do 3.
I know.
Yeah,
Sean
that's all I
pointed
do.
that out. But
3 clip Stokley.
Yeah, 3 clip Stokley. But you just watch over the season, and I'm not saying R.J. Harvey can't continue to improve, because you do. As you age, as you learn the game, you continue to improve. But what I am telling you is he was not great between the tackles last year. He was more of a third down guy. And now that you have 2 legit first, second down dudes in Coleman to spell J.K. Dobbins, then I think you've got the makings of a really good running back room, something that honestly we didn't have last year. We had J.K., then we had R.J., and then everybody else who comes off the bench, to be fair, is a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have limited things they can do. So Jaleel is limited. They're just limited back there. So this gives them more depth and more ability back there. So I loved him. I loved him in Washington. He was one of my favorite dudes coming out.
Yeah, he tore up my Colorado State Rams. So in that
Did he
game,
now?
oh my God, he tore him up. He had one of those plays where it's like, you remember when Bo Jackson?
Did he mistake him? Because he said yesterday, Stoke, it was I had 11 for 180, and he talked about CU, but was he actually talking about CSU?
I believe so. Probably.
He did it against CU as well.
He did it
in
against CU as
23.
well.
Oh.
Yeah, so everybody in this state got it.
Everybody in this state got a taste.
Everybody in this state got it from Jonah Coleman. And here's another one, Jonah Coleman talking about what he did to get ready.
I worked out, trained, focused on the main thing.
What is the main thing in your mind?
Winning and being the guy they drafted, ultimately, playing my role and, doing what I do.
Both of you guys played on a lot of teams with a lot of success, high expectations. So when a rookie comes in where there's not a lot of holes to fill, and they come in and they're sitting there just talking about the team right away, talking about winning. Again, he seems very humble. But with that low-key Stoke, is this guy, he's saying all the right things. Is this guy also, in his mind thinking, I'm going to go out and take that job?
No, I don't think so. I think he's just trying to figure things out, and contribute any way possible. And the good thing about the running back position is, it's not, you're going to be rotating, and so I don't think our expectations are he's going to come in and be day one starter. Just contribute this year, so and play your role, and you never know, Mark, how this thing's going to shake out. You talked about Dobbins' injuries and things like that. So injuries happen, especially at the running back position. So I think obviously he's got the right mindset here going into the season, and he's going to have a lot of opportunities this year to make an impact.
Yeah, I mean, the college game has changed that way too. I mean, there's not just the bell cow guy. He shared reps in Washington. Think about Notre Dame. I mean, the two guys that got drafted, the only 2 running backs I believe that got drafted in the first round, Love got 3rd overall to Arizona, I think 32 overall was Price to Seattle.
Yep.
So, they were in a rotational system where it would be 2 series in a row for Love, and then Price would come in for the 3rd series. They rotated that way. They rotated.
That's a football term.
It's a football term. Not a lot of people are used to it. But they
Force
rotated.
strong in this one. I could feel the presence.
Yeah, they rotated that way all season long, and they did a masterful job. So these guys come out of college and understand how the rotation of the running back room exists in today's NFL, because it exists that way in college.
You talked about R.J. Harvey, Mark, and with the between the tackles. To me, that's you played with TD, whose vision was probably the best I've ever seen of anybody. Is that something that R.J. Harvey can work on, or is this where Jonah Coleman might take reps? Because you talk about R.J. Harvey being a third down back, but Jonah Coleman's also a pass pro guy.
Yeah.
So if he's better at the tackles and pass pro, could we really see R.J. Harvey's reps come down?
You could, yeah, theoretically. He catches the ball exceptionally well. I mean, then do you start thinking about packages like one thing that everybody runs in today's NFL, and you always hear from these coordinators is, well, we get in our 21 pony. That's what everybody calls it, 21 pony, which is a 2-back set, but one of your backs is actually a receiver. So in Detroit, early in Detroit with David Montgomery and Gibbs, they would run a ton of 21 pony where Gibbs would be outside in the slot, outside the numbers. He'd be actually running like a wide receiver, Christian McCaffrey. There's ample ways to get guys touches, to get guys in the game, to get them involved. So I think you'll still see him involved quite a bit. But you're right. It comes down to, I think the biggest thing or the hardest thing for a running back is to understand when the best play you can make is put your foot in the ground and getting us a dirty 3. Like, that stuff is valuable. And and R.J. Harvey's propensity is to go look at that and go, maybe if I bounce out here and give up 4 yards first, I can get a 9-yarder. Well, it's great if you get the 9-yarder, but if you end up getting -2, that screws the drive. And so those are the things that you have to understand, those backs that just understand when the play is over and when I'm just going to go play some smash mouth.
Yeah, if you run for 27 yards, but they're all first downs,
right,
then that's valuable.
Yeah, I think with Harvey, hopefully that we see him, to Mark's point, be a little bit more patient and not try to hit the home run every swing. Every time you carry the ball, it doesn't need to be a 10-yard gain.
Is that what you saw from him?
I saw a lot of that, yes. We saw that in practice and training camp. A lot of the bouncing outside. And I think sometimes, when you played in college and you were just faster than everyone, you could bounce it to the outside and turn and have a big gain. But that's hard to do in the NFL. And sometimes, it takes a little time to learn the NFL game, how fast it really is. And go ahead and take those 3 or 4 yard gains. So we'll see if he can adjust from last year to this year and work on that, being a little bit more patient in between the tackles and just, trying to get those 3 or 4 yard gains and not trying to bounce everything to the outside.
Alex Gibbs used to say, hey, read the block in front of you to the running backs. I'll never coach you how to run. But if you bounce it outside, you better get us 8. Because if you don't, I am going to rip your ass on. And he would. TD, it didn't matter who was in the backfield. And there was that, like, if you make that decision, it better be right 100% of the time. Otherwise, you screw our offense. And there was a real accountability factor that went into that.
And hopefully they have that. And, yeah, you guys had no reason to bounce outside with the way you were blocking back
Especially
in the day.
me. So did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard
that,
it.
John?
Yeah.
I mean, John grew up a fan. He knows.
Yeah.
His eyes witnessed greatness.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure he was watching the left guard a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, he wasn't watching TD run. He was watching
It
you.
became the focal point of the offense because anytime we needed tough yards, we were running a 19 handoff. Right behind 6'9".
I had my Dan Neal jersey that I went to school in. No.
Who's your left tackle? That's more 19 handoff for me, is your left tackle.
All right, 15 handoff.
Okay, there you go.
Accept 15 handoff?
Oh, yes, now I will.
19, though, I was kind of the focal point, whether we're going to turn it back up inside, like cut back up inside. I got some extension. Stoke, it was amazing. It was a thing of beauty.
Nobody has any idea.
By the way, when TD went 2,007 yards,
the
last play where he got 8 yards. He was at 1,999. What play did we run? 19 handoff.
19.
Nanny, boom! Stick your head. By the way, I should have got a holding call, but they just weren't going to call holding on.
No, Seattle wanted out of that game anyway. But summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for the perfect lake day. Here's what you get: 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now today and enter. Game 5 tonight. Do the Avalanche close it out? We get into that next.
Broncos country, the wait is over. This Thursday, join us for a special edition of Denver Sports Tonight with John Davis and Chad Andrus as we break down the full Broncos schedule release live. Primetime matchups, toughest stretches, playoff implications, and the games you circle the second they drop. Don't miss complete analysis, instant reaction, and everything you need to know about the Broncos' road ahead. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. You guys know the story. I wore glasses growing up, and then when I hit my 30s, playing for the Broncos, had LASIK surgery. That was awesome, guys. Then all of a sudden I get to my mid-50s, and it is like overnight. I need glasses for everything I'm doing, reading menus when we're out to dinner with my bride, reading text, studying film, and half the time my glasses would be downstairs. I'd be upstairs trying to read, and I'd be like, oh my God, I forgot my glasses. Then I'm leave them upstairs, overnight, come back downstairs to study some film. I'm like, oh, I got to trudge back up there, wake my wife up. It was just a bad deal. Well, those days are days of the past. Dr. Cudarelli Vision, he gave me refractive lens exchange, because I decided to go see him, and it was a total game changer, guys. Hey, Cudarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's right time for you to have RLE, just like he did for me. And like I said, dude, not fumbling around for my glasses. Absolute game changer. Cudarelli Vision RLE. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, or cataracts, guys. Check them out at ColoradoRLE.com. That's ColoradoRLE.com.
How about 60 seconds that'll make you actually feel good for a change? Hey, Dan Jacobs with 303 Law 4040. You've heard me talk about the best free meal in Denver. And I had some listeners that had heard me talk about how I used to love to make brisket, but with outrageous beef prices, we just couldn't afford to do it anymore. We can't afford to feed that many people. Well, a guy, Barbecue Bob, showed up to one of our first and third Thursdays with a couple $1,000s of brisket so he could just help people. We're going to make free brisket here coming up in the next couple months for our best free meal in Denver. And then another guy, Fred, who runs the Ace Hardwares over on Gartrell Road and Arapahoe Crossing. He said, from now on, all your fuel you need for that barbecue is on me. And another guy, Bobby Hancock from IHOP. He fed our volunteers and gave thousands of dollars worth of gift certificates to our people that take advantage of the best free meal in Denver. If you want to help, you can. Just spread the word. It's the best free meal in Denver every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. It's at Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road. And if you have any questions, just call us at 303 Law 4040.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, including MPG MVPs and Toyota certified with full warranties. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Don't wait. 50 vehicles priced under $15,000 won't last. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 6/1/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply with approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
We're living through a monetary crime scene, and your IRA or 401k is a key victim. Hi, Dr. Ron Paul here. In 1971, gold was $35 an ounce. After the dollar was cut loose from it, inflation soared. And in just 9 years, gold hit $850. People who diversified into precious metals survived and thrived. Today, we're in a worse position because we face inflation and massive debt. Fortunately, gold is still an option. My trusted friends at Birch Gold Group can help you own gold inside your retirement account without penalties or taxes. Start now by getting a free info kit on gold. Text the word SECURE to 989898. We're facing the same monetary chaos as the 70s with significantly more debt. Get your free info kit from Birch Gold. Just text SECURE to the number 989898.
Lame excuses. This wasn't worthy of the big board of BS. This was just a mistake on my part.
Armchair therapy.
You feel like you're on edge a little bit today. You in a bad mood? You have a good day?
No,
good
I'm fine.
last night?
I'm fine.
And grace under pressure.
You know what? Maybe you should do a little research while you're here. That way you can write your next book about a small town.
It's pretty, I can't remember what I was supposed to say.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in today for Mike Evans. We earlier, guys, we were talking about skating and how we're all bad at it. Somebody wrote in, hi, 65-year-old hockey player. There is no such thing as weak ankles, just cheaper, poor-fitting skates. So the problem's not us. The problem's been the skates.
Oh, that's been the problem.
Yeah.
So if you give me a magic skate, I'll be all over the place.
Yeah, you'll be wondering why you didn't play hockey.
Yeah.
Growing up, it's just the skate, Stoke. So you willing to skate now at 50 years old?
No, never.
No,
not going to do it. I mean, there's no upside to that. None.
All
there's no
risk,
upside.
no reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, there's no chance that I could even. I'd stand up and move forward 10 yards. No chance.
No.
Not worth it.
I'm not skating it. That's why hockey to me, every time a goal is scored in hockey, my mind is blown.
Right.
I'm like, how did they pull that off? Like everybody's coming at you, you're skating. I'm like, this is insane.
I always, you know what always blows me away about these guys is just the hand-eye coordination, the rink vision, using the boards to set you, like self-passing against the half wall and catching it back, and just their ability to stick handling. And it is our slap shot where a dude sticks his stick out there and redirects the puck and it basically knows exactly where he's trying to put it. Like, that stuff is amazing to me, watching them do that.
Yeah, the skill, and they just instinctually know how to do it. And the Avs, maybe better at it than anybody. Stoke, going in tonight, they can close this game out. What's really become big in this Avs postseason run that I think's been different since the Stanley Cup, and they had it in the Stanley Cup, you need it in every championship run, is the role players. We're getting it from Jack Drury. We're getting it from Nicholas Waugh, who that was the guy that everybody's kind of let down when they brought in Nicholas Waugh because they thought they were getting Kadri. They end up getting Kadri, but you're getting it from everywhere. They're not top heavy. If you look at all the championship runs we've had in Denver, we've had guys like Bruce Brown. You had Willie Green, Howard Griffith, different guys that would step up. So it's really getting it from those role players. Nicholas Waugh, and they didn't even have Lehkonen the other night. That's what I think's really propelled them into kind of putting these teams away they have this postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge. I mean, it can't always be McKinnon, McCarr, and your top guys. The other guys have to make some plays, and you're right. You look at Waugh, you look at Drury. The great pass from Waugh that set up the goal. I think it was Colton. I mean, that was a great pass, great assist there, and then Drury keeping the puck in on another goal. So, yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about those guys stepping up and contributing. And, we saw it during the Cup run, like you mentioned with Kadri and some of those other guys that stepped up. So it can't always just be McKinnon, and McCarr. The other guys got to step up, and they have in a big way. So, again, I'm fired up about tonight. And, 6 o'clock start, like Mark said. I mean, thank the Lord it's not 8:30. It's going to be fun. Close it out tonight. Finish the series off. Get a little bit of extra rest and get ready for the Western Finals.
You talk about that pass to Colton and how Colton just kind of got himself, like, skating backwards, just created a little bit of room for a better angle so that the goaltender – what was it, Wallstead, I think, was in goal, couldn't get over there, couldn't get back over to that side, to the, I don't know, call it short side, whatever. Some hockey guy's going to just come over here and try to kick me in the balls. But, try to short side him, whatever it is. That was, like, just the little nuanced things. But you talk about role players, Stoke, the ultimate role players for the Avalanche, the two-hockey system, or two-goalie system. Nobody runs two goalies. And right now, I mean, both goalies, Wedgie, obviously, Blackwood. I mean, Blackwood got his opportunity. Was really good between the pipes game. The game on Monday night. I expect to see him again, but those two have kind of been the ultimate role players for the Avalanche.
Yeah, stepping up, and they helped him out. Blackwood so much the other night. Stoke, you and I have been talking about it. Is they went almost a whole period worth of time,
over 19 minutes,
without a shot on goal. So
crazy.
We talked about it's like if you had a backup quarterback in there, Mark, the best way to help him is don't let him get hit. Well, you want to help this guy that hasn't started in a month. Don't let them shoot a bunch of shots on goal. But then when the urgency came from the Wild in the third period and they started kind of narrowing that gap in shots on goal, Blackwood stepped up.
Yeah, he did, big time. And there was one, gosh, it was a power play where they got off like 5 or 6 like legit scoring chances. And he was up to the task. Blackwood stopped them all. He looked great. He looked tremendous. And at that point, I was like, all right, Bedsy won, stink none. Because at that, I was still at that point going, I don't think I'd have made this move.
Right.
Wedgie was playing really good. And then I was like, all right, dude, you got me on that one. And so I fully expect, I don't know about you guys, but I fully expect, I think I know what Stokley thinks. I think he expects to see Blackwood as well, but I fully expect to see Blackwood.
Yeah, I don't know if you can't take him out of the lineup after the way that he played and your team played, right? I mean, you just can't do that. He was your plan going into the season, and it got adjusted. But you gave him an opportunity, and he did well with it, and the team did well, and you won. So you just got to continue that until I guess he doesn't play well.
Is that the plan, do you think? Do you think it's now this is the guy we stick with him, or is it like, you gave up 5 goals, you're back out, Wedgwood comes in?
No, I mean I think they're sticking with him, until it doesn't go well.
Right. Yeah.
I mean that's what it has to be now. I mean, I was surprised. I think a lot of us were surprised that Blackwood replaced Wedgwood last game. But he did well, so now what are you going to do? You can't make a switch back. But to Mark's point also here, Bednar, he's got a great feel for this team, and to make that move was not an easy thing to do. The easy thing to do would have been just to stay with Wedgwood. So, I guess I'll say, and Bednar, I trust he's going to make the right call for this team.
I agree with you. Like I've been second guessing, questioning the goaltending situation, not establishing the starter coming right out the bat, right out of the gate when we're playing the Kings, and he's like, "Hey, listen, we're 2 goaltenders. We got 2 guys we trust in, 2 guys we believe in. We've been alternating. Like that's not going to change." And I was like, "Yeah, right." And then Wedgie gets the first 6 games, right, and you're like, "Okay, yeah." And for him to bring out Blackwood, and I'm assuming Blackwood will play tonight again. And I think it's Blackwood's up until he has a game where he's not sharp, and then he'll get pulled, and then Wedgie will go back in, and that's just the way they're going to do it.
Yeah, and a lot of people kind of that's the point, like, oh, how do you go back to this? Well, I don't like getting caught up in these sports rules of things you can and can't do. It's like, well, who says you can't do that?
Right.
Who says you can't just go with the hot hand goalie in the playoffs? It's working so far. And that's what I would do with them, and I think they probably all know that. Bednar's keeping us in the dark. I don't think he's keeping the players in the dark about what he's going to do with all of it. So I'm totally fine with that. The Wild have been kind of running their mouth a little bit for a team that's down 3-1. Stink, I think this is different than the Wolves. It's let them run their mouth. You're up 3-1. Let them get angry. Kind of something you're not familiar with. Take the high road in this situation, and just don't even get into it with them. And just kind of be like, yeah, get mad. We're going to go out here and score 5 goals in advance.
Right. Yeah. I don't like. I think the Minnesota Wild know the only way they're going to win this thing is if they can get into a mix it up. Get penalties that are cheap penalties. Go on the attack on the power play. Like I think they understand they're outmanned in a 5-on-5 clean hockey game.
Yeah.
So where are we going to find an advantage? And, that's part of the deal. And I think back to my own career about like playing teams like the Raiders, who on Wednesday started complaining about how much they were going to get cut. They're the cheapest team. They're the dirtiest team. They're going to cut us. They're going to do this. And I was like, victory, Broncos. Because if that's what you're worried about, I'm already knee-deep in your head. And so, I mean, we'd come out, we'd break the huddle the very first play of the game, and I'd be lined up either against Chester McLaughlin or who's the other guy that replaced him that was a really good player for a while? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Kid from USC, but they'd be just whining and pissing and moaning, and you break the huddle. The first thing you do is, hey man, watch your legs, we're coming after you. And then you'd be down on the ground, and they'd be punching in the side of the helmet. Like for me, going back to the Wild, the only way they're gonna be able to legitimately skate with the Avs if they can get them out of their game. I just don't think Minnesota. I don't think the Timberwolves respect the Nuggets. It's a different. I think the Wild respect them enough to know we can't win 5-on-5 hockey, so we've got to do something else. The Timberwolves just are like, hey man, the Nuggets ain't tough. We don't respect them. There's a difference.
Yeah, certainly. I think there's a big difference. But yeah, I mean, Minnesota. It's going to be interesting to see how the game unfolds tonight with, McCarron. He wasn't happy with Manson, and so we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. But I think both teams are just going to try to take care of business. Both teams, obviously, Minnesota's fighting for their season. They can't lose another game. And Colorado, they know they don't want to go back to Minnesota, and so you don't want to give bad penalties. Minnesota, that's how they won. Game 3? It was just all
and how they
odd
got their
man.
goal.
Yes, and then that's how they got their goal to go up 1-0 in Game 4. So you don't want to take any bad penalties. Don't give them hope. Don't give them life. Let them be that team that takes the bad penalties, and let's go ahead and just win this series and move on, get some rest, and get ready for the Western Finals.
Mark, they're not going to go away. One thing with the Wild is just when it's time to give up, they go down 3-0 in Game 1, they tie it 3-0. They end up getting a lead 5-4. Even in Game 2 where the Avalanche dominated, it's 4-1, they get that goal late in the game, and it's a goal that they're putting everything on the line for. Game 3, they come out and it's a buzzsaw. And even the other night, they go down 2-1, they tie it 2-2, they force the Avalanche to have to go out and beat them again. So this is a team that I think everybody agrees they're outmatched 5-on-5. Quinn Hughes is playing unbelievable minutes for them.
What's his name?
Away.
Kaprizov. He's freaking unbelievable. Hughes is unreal. He's a great player. So they have some great skilled players, but you're right. 5-on-5 is the Avalanche. When you talk about all 4 lines that you can go out there, you can have some trust in, you can compete with, and then you mentioned it a little while ago with the other guys. I mean, we had 3 dudes in the last game before we got the 2 empty netters that had their first goal of the series.
Yep.
Colton had his first goal of the series. Kelly had his first goal of the series, and who was the third? Was it?
Who got the
Cass?
Kadri got the first one.
Kadri got the first one, but that was he had a goal in the previous series, but that was his first goal of this series. So yeah, it's like it is the other guys. You've got enough talent that the other guys, that's where you've got to really dominate ice time in those moments, and they did.
And per Evan Rawal of the Denver Gazette, Bednar says Lehkonen and Malinsky are day-to-day, so they'll see how they're doing in the morning skate. So those are 2 role players. Lehkonen's kind of the big-time goal scorer when they need one. He kind of puts things away. But Stoke, this team's so deep right now that they can be missing 2 of their key role players. Colton, a guy who'd been a scratch, can step in and go in there and score.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. I mean, having that bench, having that depth to, guys get banged up. You don't miss a beat, and the Avs, they have it. The only question mark about them, they have the top tier talent. Obviously, they got depth everywhere. Is the goalie situation? That's it. And so, but so far so good there. They're tough to deal with right now because there's really no glaring weaknesses with this roster, with this team, besides their goalie situation.
Yeah, the only time they've gotten themselves in trouble is when they've had defensive assignment issues, trying to do too much, pinching in, trying to get a steal, and the puck goes cross ice, and next thing we got one-on-one break off with Kaprizov. It's like those the things that are coachable, and every time they've done that, every time they've had those issues, they've gone back to the film room. Bednar has ripped some ass, and they have come back out clean. They were great. They were great. They were great in Game 4.
Bednar goes in there and rips.
He rips some ass. Go, what'd he do? Yeah.
He goes.
Did somebody just do a walk by?
Really happy.
But but that's that one threw me off. But so tonight, guys, where do you see your concern go? Because this team, they won't go away. And to your point, Mark, the Wild score on their clean looks, and they're very good when they get the clean look on net. They score. If the Avalanche lose tonight, is it more of a we still got the matchup on these guys, we're cool, or is it Minnesota's going to be rocking, we're in real trouble? What do you got there, Stoke?
Say that again.
If the Avs lose tonight, where does your concern level go?
Oh, it's very high. Because you're going back to Minnesota, and now it's one of those situations where anything can happen. So take care of business. This is my concern-o-meter. Yeah, take care of business at home. And let's get this thing over with because obviously they got, their goalie who, struggled that first game. I don't know. There's something about that guy that I like. But also on top of that, they got some dudes. They got some dudes. I mean, they
play.
don't have the team that the Avs have, but they got some guys that can flat out play. So no, I'd be very concerned if we don't get this one at home.
Is it a must-win?
No, not a must-win. Certainly not a must-win, because I could see them going to Minnesota and taking care of business in Game 6 if that's what it comes down to. I don't want to see that.
Right.
That's not ideal, but if it happens, it happens. It's almost like when we won the finals. Didn't take care of business at home in Game 5, but then went on the road and took care of business and ended up finishing Tampa off. So it won't be ideal, but.
No,
I don't want to see it, but if it happens, it happens. I'm still not overly concerned that they're going to lose this series.
On paper, the Avs are a better team. On the ice, the Avs are a better team. But I will give the Wild a ton of credit. They've got great skill, especially in their first two lines. They play hard. Man, they're a really good hockey club. The Avs are just a better team. So even if they were to lose tonight, which I don't think they will, but even if they were to lose tonight, my concernometer goes up a notch, but it's not where, like, Stokley's will be somewhere around a 7 or 8. Mine will be down around a 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should up to a 7 or 8 if they lose tonight?
Yeah, I'd be I would say 6. I would say 6 because I still like I said, I believe in this team. They got too much talent. And they figure things out. But again, it's anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Right.
It's almost you're getting closer and closer to a one-game coin flip situation. Where anything can happen, and I don't want it to come down to that. But that's why you got to go take care of business tonight. Finish it off tonight. I don't want to worry about going to Minnesota. And the possibility of a Game 7.
Right. Get some rest for guys like Lehkonen. Who's the other guy?
Malinsky.
Get some rest for those guys. Get Nathan McKinnon off his feet. Get him back in the pool with the flippers and his goggles on. Hopefully his goggles fit over that lip and nose injury.
I think
that could let water in.
No, because your goggles aren't going to. I mean, it's. Your goggles over your eyes.
I know, but I thought he had the goggles that went down
over the nose?
Over the nose and
How do you breathe?
There's goggles that go over your nose?
Oh, yeah, like snorkeling goggles.
How is he breathing?
He was snorkeling in that pool?
Yeah. You don't breathe. You breathe with your mouth. When you come up, you get your head to the side tilt, and you go, and then you go back down in.
So it goes over his
nose.
I
think it went over his nose, so that could
be.
Did it
really?
Yeah, that could be a problem. You might have to adjust.
He might have to adjust with
the small goggles.
Small goggles.
And a Speedo. He needs to get a Speedo if he's going to wear small goggles.
No Speedo.
Well, if he can't get that swimming, I don't know. That changes everything. If McKinnon can't get that. But I'm not concerned if the Avalanche lose tonight. Main thing is this team, which I think has been missing the past few years, is they don't let the momentum get too far away from them other than Game 3. And I remember late in the year, Pittsburgh came in here, beat them like 7-2. They played Pittsburgh a week later and just beat the hell out of them from the beginning. The Avalanche have done a good job this year. Again, it's been missing in the past few years, missing big time in that Dallas series last year of not getting emotionally wrecked during a game when things don't go their way. They stay the course. They bounce back. The train never really comes off the tracks with them. So I think tonight, even if they were to lose, they'll come out in Minnesota and they'll walk away with a win. So
yeah, I think it's fair.
I think the Avs are moving on. So the Broncos' schedule is coming out. And, guys, I think I'll double-check it. They released the international schedule, and the Broncos were not on it, which you want to talk about chestnut checkers. They went out last year, played the worst football game ever against the Jets to ensure that no other country ever had them back on an international game. I'm excited. If the Broncos don't play international, I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, I think even doing a game internationally, I did a game several years ago internationally, and going out, it sounded great. It was exciting. I was like, oh, man, it was great. Coming back, that next week was miserable. Like, I remember my phone ringing, and I was in, going through customs once I landed back in the United States, going, just this sucks. Like this, and it's hard for those teams. So I'm glad that we're not going overseas. I think that just throws off your schedule, Stoke. I hate that. I'm a schedule guy. I like that for the Broncos not having to go over.
Yeah, I mean, it throws your routine all off.
Yeah.
You're all out of whack, and so it's not a positive for the players, certainly, to get on a plane and travel 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever it is, to a different country, stay in a hotel for a week, and eat food that you usually don't eat, and all those different things that you have. That's not good. Guys like to be in a routine, get in a routine, and you do the same things every single week, and going overseas just throws everything off, and then you come back and your sleep schedule, all these different things. So not a positive to have any kind of overseas out of the country games if you're a player. So for a fan, yeah, maybe that's fun and cool, but for a player, no, it's not a good thing.
I'm happy that every time the Broncos go overseas, it's terrible. They lost. Josh McDaniels filmed the 49ers and lost. However many years ago, that Jets game, there was the Russell Wilson going up and down the airplane doing.
That's right.
They've had some bad experiences overseas, right?
Yeah. It's not good.
The Josh McDaniels filming. Russell Wilson was doing the high knee.
That was the backhanded diss to everybody else. Everybody else was conked out sleeping. I was studying my film and doing my high knees.
The only good thing that happened overseas was TD got found.
Oh,
the
preseason.
The intro of Terrell Davis, right?
Oh, yeah.
The debut of Terrell Davis, Japan.
Yeah, tried to leave. Tried to leave. He did. He tried to get out of Japan. The language barrier got him. And the next thing you know, he's making plays on special teams, and the rest is history.
And Mark's got 2 more rings.
Yeah. Became our starter.
Yep.
Rook. I didn't even know his name. I just knew he was a rookie, so we called him Rook. Nobody knew his name.
When did you know his name after that play?
I knew his name after he started. It wasn't that play. That play was awesome. But it was us yelling at Bobby Turner to put the Rook in, give him some chances. And then he started ripping off 6-yard runs, right and left, one after the other. Then we're like, maybe we better learn the kid's name.
At this point, we got to learn the kid's name.
Yeah.
We've got the Avalanche playing tonight. The Broncos know where they will be playing week 1. All that and more coming up next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. Are you considering GLP-1 injections for weight loss? Well, before you do, understand it's going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000 a year to stay on the medication long term. The results vary, and oftentimes there are side effects. And then when you get off the GLP-1s, usually you gain the weight back. How about a doctor-developed program that helps men and women lose 20 to 40 pounds in just 60 days, safe and naturally, no injections, synthetic hormones, or long-term dependence? Listen, they reached out to me at Colorado Fat Loss 8 weeks ago, said, would you be willing to try the program? Down 30 pounds in 8 weeks. It was easy because they use real food that you buy at the grocery store. It's not boxed food shipped to your front door with all kinds of preservatives and all kinds of other nasty things in it. No, I'm talking about chicken, fish, steak. I'm talking about vegetables and fruits. Resets your metabolism, lets you lose that weight, controls your cravings. I'm telling you what, it works. For a free phone consultation, all you have to do is reach out to them. They'll get back to you at coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
This is the story of the one.
As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Hey, there's a very good chance your home is in need of a window upgrade. Bluebird Windows and Doors is a local company providing only the highest quality windows like their Sunrise collection. They've been professionally doing business for 20 years now. The only window company to offer a lifetime warranty on labor. I watched Bluebird in action just a couple of weeks ago alongside a very satisfied homeowner. This is who you want for your window replacement. And now through May, buy 3 windows, get 1 free. Mention my name, get an additional 5% off. Go to GoBluebirdCO.com.
Now that it's nice outside, I can't wait to spend time at my favorite outdoor oasis right in my own backyard. With my custom built-in grill island, comfy patio furniture, and blazing fire pit from O.W. Lee, I may never want to leave. Hi, this is Keith Lair with Lair Fireplace and Patio to let you know that we'd love to help you create your very own outdoor oasis in your backyard. Lair's offers the widest variety of top-quality O.W. Lee furniture and fire pits. With a great selection of in-stock items along with our custom ordering process, you can choose the exact style and color that will make your patio sizzle this summer. Lair's also sells the top names in quality barbecue grills and accessories to help you create an outdoor kitchen that will be the envy of your neighborhood. Lair Fireplace and Patio is Denver's oldest, most trusted name in barbecues and outdoor furniture. Family owned and operated since 1954. Go to LairFireplacePatio.com and see why O.W. Lee is the most sought after name in quality outdoor furniture and fire pits. That's Lair Fireplace and Patio, Denver's outdoor room experts.
Visit any of Lair Fireplace and Patio's beautiful showrooms.
One Wheel Broncos talk. Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 104.3 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Job shaming.
You played in the NFL, but you were a wide receiver.
Embellishments.
I mean, sometimes I swear you're just making things up.
And amateur zoology.
I think polar bears are bigger than grizzlies. Of
course.
So make them a polar bear.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today with Stoke and Stink. Mark, it came out yesterday that the Broncos will be playing the Chiefs week 1. Later in the day, we learned at Kansas City. A lot of people think the Broncos were disrespected after winning the division and having to go on the road to play a division opponent that didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, let's throw a little respect on Kansas City, what they've done over the last decade. Plus, you know, when you think about all the ancillary things that go along with that, Travis Kelce, you know, Taylor Swift, now they're married, she's going to be up in the box, all the things that add to, you know, this is about the schedule release is about what gives us the best TV ratings. And the NFL is no fools. They're not a $20 billion a year business because they don't understand, the television aspect of it and how much money that brings in. So I get it. I think it should be here in Denver. I mean, you swept them last year. You won the division. You went 14-3. You went to the AFC Championship game, albeit without your quarterback. You probably should have represented the AFC in the Super Bowl, and you have to open up on the road. I understand why. You should be pissed if you're Broncos country. That should piss you off, Stoke.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, look, I think as a fan, you'd like it to be at home, of course. I mean, how much fun would that be? Open up on Monday night. You got the whole day to kind of have the day and look forward to the game at night and everything that's going on downtown, and it would be a great day. But the NFL doesn't care about Broncos country. To Mark's point, they're trying to have great TV ratings, and Mahomes is returning. They're going to do it in Kansas City, and Kansas City, over the last 10 years has been the better team. You got Super Bowl MVPs, and you got Andy Reid. So that's all they're looking at. They don't owe the Denver Broncos anything. But I'm just excited that it's going to be a primetime game. It's going to be a Monday night game to open the season. Let's see what the Broncos look like. The 2026 version of the Denver Broncos look like. It's going to be a tough test, obviously, going on the road against the Chiefs. Will be better this year against a better Chiefs team than they were the year before. I'm expecting them to be better, right, Mark? I mean. No?
Yeah, I'm concerned a little bit about because they went with this offensive juggernaut that they were for years, and then they transitioned where they weren't as good offensively. The receivers, Tyreek Hill left, all that kind of stuff. They weren't as dynamic, and all of a sudden they become a dominant under Spagnuolo, a dominant defense. And now you've lost your two starting corners. And I know you drafted, the LSU kid, whatever, the 4th overall or whatever.
Yeah, traded up for him.
Yeah, traded up for him. And that dude was the one legitimate, man-to-man cover corner in the draft. And so, I thought that was a good move. But, man, it's hard to lose two starting corners, Stoke. The value of that. And one of those guys, what's the guy's name? McDuffie is one of the best corners in football.
Yeah, and he's with the Rams.
Yeah, and they both went to the Rams.
Yeah, oh yeah, they did.
So I still think there's some question marks. First game back, I thought about you saying that you're excited about even if you have to go to Kansas City. I thought about that. My initial response was I don't like it. But then I thought, you know what? Andy Reid doesn't love to run the ball. What's that going to look like with K9 and a new running game in Kansas City? The receiving core hasn't been solid, hasn't produced a lot. Travis Kelce isn't the same guy he used to be.
Rasheed Rice will probably be suspended.
Yeah,
again to start the season.
Mahomes coming off the knee.
Yeah, Mahomes coming off the knee. Yeah, so there's a lot of question marks. We only have the one question mark.
Stoke isn't.
Well, two question marks. The year of Trout. That's a question. The year of Trout. Can he start Game 1 in Kansas City? What do you over under? 8 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I was going to go a little bit lower.
A little lower than that.
Let's put the over under on catches at 0.5.
0.5. The year of Trout
yardage,
so it starts
is
slow.
9.5.
We ease into the year of Trout. Okay, so we've got that question.
No, we got two.
And then we got
not Trout. Trout's off.
Oh,
Trout's
off.
The year of Trout. It's Davis Webb. Davis Webb and Bo Nix.
I love that too. Sometimes Stoke, you're again
every now and then
Cajun drawl, and you trying to lull me into thinking
Yes.
that you don't think.
Right.
No.
Sometimes I do think.
Sometimes you do think, and you catch me off guard.
That's right.
The Davis Webb
Surprise
thing.
people.
What does that look like
against Steve Spagnuolo? Is that the kind of the big story heading into this game? Is first time play caller against one of the best defensive coordinators?
I mean, how patient is Sean? How patient is Sean if this offense has 4 3-and-outs in a row to start the game? At what point does Sean become a little antsy on the sideline?
He's scratching his face like,
Has an offensive coordinator ever been pulled during the game?
Right.
Has he ever been fired halfway at halftime? No, I think, obviously it wouldn't happen in game 1, but, if it doesn't look good early in the season, that's going to be a huge topic of conversation is, how much longer – will Sean allow this to continue before he takes over play call? Hopefully we don't get there. I'm going to try to be optimistic about it, but I don't think it's anything that we can just overlook. And, I think a lot of people's expectations, and we haven't talked a lot about it, their expectations are, well, this guy, he got interviewed to be a head coach. He's the next hot upcoming coach, and the next great thing. Well, he's going to do great at calling plays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
right.
I think it's
Sean McVay did it. So
I think it's harder than people imagine. I think it's going to be more difficult. Anytime that you're doing something for the first time, what happens? You got some growing pains.
Yeah,
you're going to have some things that you have to learn on the fly. So I think a lot of people just assume that Davis Webb is going to be. We don't really talk a lot about that.
Right.
Like, what happens if it doesn't go good?
I always think about the difference between there are play callers in the league and there are people who call an offense and understand the value of a play that may not show up necessarily on the scoreboard as a big like a run that gets you 2 nasty yards and you run it over and over again and people are like, why do they keep running that? And then all of a sudden there's 3 different play actions that come off of that. They give you, 20-plus yard passing plays and a touchdown. And you don't – like the general fan doesn't see that play set these other things up. But these guys have the great play callers or the great offensive callers. Let me stay with the offensive callers. Have this capacity to go, man, it's like the difference between Stoke and I playing golf. Oh. If we're playing golf, Stoke will say, oh, remember that par, like we'll get done with a round. He'll go, remember that par, you remember the par 4 that on 12, it was a dog leg right, and we hit the. I'll be like, I have no recollection of any of that. But he can recite the hole, what it looked like, where the pin placement was, and all that stuff. Great offensive callers will set things up in the first quarter and go, hey, remember when we got into this formation and we had this motion and they rotated their safeties this way? They had a weak safety rotation. Let's run that again and let's exploit what they're doing over here. We're going to get our one-on-one on the outside, right? We're going to get an access throw, whatever it is. And guys set that stuff up. Play callers just call plays. If it works, great. They may have a great game where it really works, and then all of a sudden you'll see a game 2 games later, and they're like, this guy is awful. Well, it's because the stuff ain't working, and he's not setting things up. So that's just something that we don't know until you know.
Yeah, and some coaches have that ability. They just have that it factor when it comes to calling plays, and it's just different. And they know when to be aggressive. They know when to be conservative. All of those types of things, and so they know when to dial things up. And it's just like anything else, like a player. Some have it, some don't. Yeah. We don't know about Davis Webb when it comes to calling plays. I just think about, you look at the Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson, right? Mm-hmm. And what he meant to that offense. All of a sudden he leaves. I mean, their offense is pretty much the same last year, but they
were
wasn't.
Scrambling. Yeah,
it
they
wasn't
were
the
scrambling.
same. And then you see the impact that he had on Caleb Williams and the Bears offense and how different that looked year over year. Some coaches just have it. Some coaches don't. Yeah. And we're fixing to find out about Davis Webb.
Here's the thing that I have noticed.
Thanks,
just traveling around, talking to coordinators and head coaches and things of that nature, is that a lot of the coordinators who get elevated are passing game coordinators or quarterback coaches. And they get elevated. And their expertise is in the passing game. And then it takes them a while to understand how to mesh and meld the running game into the passing game so it becomes seamless, so that you set people up. And a lot of guys really struggle with that because they don't have – their expertise isn't in that.
What do you know about attacking downhill in the run game?
I can show you 3 Super Bowl championships.
What do you know about
that?
I can show you rings.
The most successful coaches in the league right now are from the Shanahan tree, which is predicated on running the ball,
right,
and knowing how to do it,
and knowing how to do it well. And so that's it. There's a lot, and I think Stoke brought up a great point with Webb that I didn't think about, but I will steal it on my podcast, Stink of Truth podcast. You guys can check that out on YouTube. Yeah,
but you give them no credit.
It's still alive and.
Oh, it's nationally syndicated.
Oh, really?
Stoke in over 40 markets across the nation.
Okay, well, that's all cute and good, but does anyone listen or is it videoed? Is it just listen?
Well, it's videoed, but it's syndicated
does
in
anyone
40
listen?
markets. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's syndicated in New York City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Atlanta,
Does anyone
L.A.
listen?
L.A.
Do you have any numbers? Are the numbers good?
Numbers are through the roof.
Really? Business is booming.
Business is
I
booming.
love it.
You know
Okay,
what?
all
There's
right.
a reason Mike is out of crypto now.
Yes. There's a reason.
Yeah. It's because the podcast is taking
Wow.
over. No more crypto, buddy.
No more. Doesn't need crypto.
He
Doesn't
don't need
it.
crypto
Doesn't
anymore.
need it.
He's national.
Wow.
You know, all these years he's been trying to get national.
Yeah.
He's got a piggyback. Like, hey, jump on my back. That's probably
Yes.
why my back hurts so bad.
Probably.
Right? Why I had to go back to spine one is because I've been carrying Mike this whole time.
Jump on my back, and in 15 years, I'll get you a chainsaw, a
Hey,
snowblower.
you know what my dad
yes.
used to, you know what my dad used to tell me? Overnight success takes 7 to 15 years. Stoke.
Wow. Okay. I like that.
Overnight success
That's a
usually
good
takes
one.
7 to 15 years. Mike is an
I gotta
overnight
think-
success.
I got to think about that one. Let me think about
We've
that.
been doing it for the podcast. We've really only been off and on. We've been solid for a year. We've been off and on for about 4 or 5 years.
Here's the
yeah,
and I'm glad it's doing well. I'm thrilled for y'all. Here's the
It's
thing
only a
about
matter of
Davis
time
Webb
before you take over for Mike. You
Right,
know
I
that.
know.
We have
I
already
know.
had
Before we
that
push him out,
discussion.
yeah. Because you're going to hit a ceiling.
Right.
You're going to hit a ceiling, and then you're going to want more out
Right.
of Mike, but he's not going to be able to give you more. That's it.
Yeah.
His ceiling has been established.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
His ceiling is established. And so then you're gonna want to take that next step, right?
Right.
Look, that's where I come in,
and that's where
I give him a tap on the shoulder and say, "Remember when you stole my advanced hair?"
Yes.
Endorsement?
Yeah. Endorsement.
I'm still in the podcast now.
You're gonna do the old switcheroo.
Yeah.
He got you on the advanced hair.
Right.
You're gonna get him on the podcast.
Yep,
I think
revenge.
it's a great
I'm just
plan.
laying in the weeds. I will get revenge.
Yeah.
Like we laugh about it. Yeah, that was
Oh, we're
funny
all
when
friendly.
You stole it. Yeah.
We're all good.
Nah.
Yeah. No, there's
Hey,
competition.
Hey, Stoke, don't forget.
No.
Okay.
No.
I just lay in the weeds. I'm buying my time, waiting for the right time, and I will pounce on Evans. But here's the other thing, Mark, to your point there about Davis, about
to get back in.
Yeah, about being an offensive coordinator and how some are wired. Some are wired. You like that transition?
That was
See that?
Stokely coming up with that. Great job.
Thank you.
That's the thing of beauty is what it is.
But I had this on. I'm going to forget it if I don't get it out.
Yeah.
Some guys are pass game coordinators. Some guys are this or that, and quarterback coach or whatever the case may be. But I think the one of the positives about Davis Webb is he was a quarterback. He played the quarterback position at a high level, so he knows the inside and outs, the ins and outs of the run game. He knows the importance of the run game.
Correct.
So I love the fact that he did play the game. He played the position. I think that's a big positive for Bo and for the Broncos offense.
Yeah, I agree with you. He understands that aspect of it. Now it's just implementing it, right? Now it's just staying in tune with it. And I think one of the big things, Stoke, is this just goes across the board. The philosophically.
Rotated.
Right, yes.
Philosophically.
Yes. The philosophy of understanding the value. And I think a lot of guys get lost in, passing game numbers and big plays over the top. And there is a philosophy that you have to have about winning football games and being physical and winning the line of scrimmage. And those are things that I think sometimes get lost with some guys. And to your point, I hope because he was a quarterback, he understands the value of winning the line of scrimmage. Because you win the line of scrimmage, you're going to win a lot of football games.
Well, I think every game takes a life of its own, right?
Sure it does.
I mean, so you have to be able to adjust as a play caller on how the game is going. And whether you need to be more aggressive, less aggressive, run the ball more, all those things, and you can't teach those things. Either you have it or you don't. And so you could be the next great thing, supposedly, and having head coaching interviews, but no one will really know how you're going to react and how you handle those situations until it's time to do it. And he's never done it before at this level. And we're going to, get our first glimpse of it on Monday Night Football in Kansas City against the Chiefs. So it's I think that's one of the storylines that we haven't talked a ton about is just Davis Webb and what it looks like in his relationship with Bo Nix and how he does and how he handles the responsibility of being a play caller.
Stoke, you talked about this earlier, and I think it's a good point. There's no film on the Davis Webb offense yet. So what he's going to come out and do, how it differs from Sean Payton, there's not a lot of studying. They can watch preseason. They're not going to get a lot from that. So if you're going to go against Steve Spagnuolo with Davis Webb, this might be the best time to do it when they don't really know what Davis Webb's going to come out and do.
Sure, you don't really know. Your corners aren't going to take any real reps, right? They're not going to really get attacked because it is going to be very vanilla, and they're going to play a lot of vanilla stuff. So then all of a sudden the communication of all that stuff, and remember, communication when you're at home is so tough on the defense. And so it's the Mahomes, it's the return of Mahomes, it's all these different things that there's going to be a lot of energy within that stadium. And if you can squelch it early, if you can survive it in the first quarter and it becomes a little bit more manageable, and they don't get off to a 14-0 lead or whatever, then things settle in and a real football game breaks out eventually. So you've got to be able to do that. That's a big part of we talked about with the Avalanche and momentum and how they never let momentum just get away from them. That can happen in a game. It's happened to me in several games where the momentum of the situation, and the next thing you know, you're looking up at an oblong score, and you're just like, "Well, we got to get out of here." Like this is
cooked.
This is not good.
Let's go.
It's so it's going to be a lot of hype. The main thing that I'm interested for with this game, Sean Payton teams in Denver have generally come out slow out the gate at the beginning of the year. They played the Tennessee Titans last year, week 1, who were the worst team from the previous year, and Bo Nix looked lost. They kind of survived that game. Special teams was a disaster. Defense essentially made a rookie quarterback's life miserable, and that's the reason they won that game. If you're going to drop week 1, I'd rather that momentum be lost on the road than at home. I know that's a weird way of looking at why it's better to be on the road, but going into Kansas City when you're slow out the gate, maybe it's best, Stoke, you don't come out slow out the gate at home against a divisional opponent.
I think you make a good point there. Is if you're going to drop one early, rather do it on the road than at home. Hopefully they don't. But
you can make excuses when you lose on the road. Easily.
Exactly. And they've come out the gates and started the season. It hasn't been like they've been at their sharpest. And you look last year and against the Titans, and if it wasn't for all those drops by those receivers for the Titans, they might have beat the Broncos. So I don't know. That's the question is, okay, so would you rather start against a good team on the road or a bad team at home? I think yesterday you were saying you would rather start with a bad team at home, and to try to get your
because you can overcome the drops. You can overcome some of those things.
Because you're not doing a lot of preseason stuff. You're not hitting in training camp and all these things. So it takes a while to get going, to get ready to play good football. And usually you start off slow the first 3 or 4 weeks. And so would you rather play a bad team while you're figuring things out early in the season than a good team? You don't have a say in it, but I think it's. Look at last year. You wouldn't have expected, I think, after that first game and the way the Broncos performed and how they struggled against the Titans, that they would have been a 14-3 team at the end of the year.
Right. Correct. You would never think that. By the way, I know in my playing days, Kansas City was the toughest place to play during my playing days, and I don't think that's changed much. I think Kansas City is still a really tough place, really tough environment. Crowd noise, the crowd sits right on top of you. They're right up on you on the sidelines in Kansas City. I don't know if there was a place in Indianapolis that you looked at that, like you guys were always really good, but a place that gave you a tough time just going to that place to play. I don't know if there was a place like that for you guys, Stokley.
Denver was tough.
Yeah.
Denver was tough. You had the altitude, and obviously the place was loud, and it was just one of those places. Kansas City was tough. New England was another one because they were
long
really
grass,
good. Right.
Wet it down.
Soak.
Yeah, soak it down.
I didn't know it rained last night.
Right.
Oh, it didn't rain. They left the sprinklers on.
Right.
Wow.
Outside the numbers,
Goodness.
It was like 14 inches long. It was like it was like PGA Tour, like championship tour rough.
Yeah, like the rough we're going to see this weekend.
Right. Yeah, it's
the PGA Championship. That was New England's field.
Right, exactly. They would slow it down. They'd make it as slow as possible when Indianapolis came into town.
That's weird because New England's usually more on the ethical side
No,
of things.
yeah,
So that's
really.
odd.
That's an
That's
outlier
weird
for them,
that you
right?
ran into
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It must have been a mistake. They
Right.
wouldn't do.
They just
anything
forgot
like
to
that.
mow for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all it
Their
was.
mower was in the
Broken.
shop.
That's
it was
right.
in the shop.
They didn't have the guy that comes
Yes.
out to the facility like you have, Stoke. Comes out to work on your snowblower.
Oh, yes.
Right? The home guy that
I need
comes
him to
out.
come back again.
Yeah.
With that though, so going into Kansas City,
My
you talk
mobile
about
snowblower repairman.
mobile snowblower.
New England didn't have a mobile. Yeah, they didn't have a mechanic to work on the machines, and he's like,
Couldn't
"Hey
cut the
man,
grass.
I'm booked out for 3 weeks, guys." And they're like, "Well, we're just gonna have to let it grow."
You just when Indy's come when Payton and Stoke are
Mm-hmm.
coming into town. But week one, Mark, I think it's the Nuggets, the Broncos can go out there and just kind of reestablish we're now the class of the AFC West. I always felt when we were losing to Kansas City, when the Broncos were losing to Kansas City, it doesn't matter if you think you can beat Kansas City. It matters, does Kansas City think you can beat Kansas City?
Right.
And it took years for the Broncos to get there. Stay there, go in there and kind of plant your flag like, we're not scared of you. You should be scared of us more than we should be scared of you.
Yeah, and certainly, when you look at this defense coming back and what they have as a defense, and remember, they did all this, like to Stokes' point. I mean, you never would have thought starting the season 1-1 and barely beating Tennessee, you never would have thought that this team was going to go 14-3. And yet they did, and a lot of that was on the defense. And especially early through the first, half of the season or whatever, and the offense started clicking a little bit better. But they led the league in 3 and outs up until like week 14 or 15. I mean, it was not good. But like they did all that without turning the ball over, turning the opponent's offense over. What do they have? 14? Like they created like 14 turnovers on the season. Like that's awful.
They were trending to, if it wasn't for week 17 or 17th game, it would have been, I think, the lowest in Broncos history.
Right.
Like they were that ineffective with it.
Exactly. So, I mean, you look at kind of where they are and you think, man, if they can just create some turnovers, which they should, to have the sacks that they had last year and not to be able to create turnovers, it's such a outlier that you have to think that, I understand they won a bunch of one-score games, but you have to think that's going to turn in their favor a little bit.
Yeah, you hope so. It should. They're too good not to create a lot more turnovers. And I think they will. A statement game, right? I mean, you look at it from the Broncos' perspective, say, hey, we've arrived. It's our division now. This has been the Chiefs' division, until last year for, it feels like the past decade. And now it's like, okay, the new kids are on the block. Like, we're here. We're here to stay. We're not a one-hit wonder. We're going to be around for a while. So buckle up, Kansas City. It definitely be a statement game.
Didn't Mike last year claim that Tennessee game as a must-win?
Yeah, of
do you
course
think
he did.
Do you think week one in Kansas City,
Yes.
Mike will come out with this is a must-win game for the Broncos?
Mike Evans is Mr. Must-Win. So
Yeah.
100%.
Or do you think
will
he'll go
say
like
that.
99?
Yeah.
99.9% must win.
Yeah.
So give himself a little
And
wiggle room.
then he'll backtrack later on throughout the year.
It'll be down to 91%, 88% by the time kickoff happens.
Exactly.
So we got a must-win at Kansas City week one where the Broncos will travel. John Davis sitting in for must-win Mike Evans. Avalanche tonight. Do they close it out? How do they do it? We'll get into that next.
The Avalanche, the Wild. Round 2. This is where the real battle begins. Every game gets bigger. Every hit gets harder. Every moment matters more. Our guys are in the locker room. Our shows are locked in on every matchup, every adjustment, and every shift in momentum. On your morning commute, on your lunch break, on your drive home. Our shows have you covered from puck drop to final buzzer. And everything in between. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Cudarelli Vision. You know the story. I wore glasses, contacts growing up. Well, no, I didn't wear contacts. I tried contacts. That was an abject disaster. But I wore glasses growing up. Then when I hit my 30s, playing for the Broncos, had LASIK surgery. That was awesome. I hit my mid-50s. I started needing readers for everything I was doing, and I never had them when I needed them. Out to dinner with my wife. Oh, where are my readers? They're at home. upstairs trying to read. Oh, where are my readers? They're downstairs on the kitchen counter. Downstairs on the kitchen counter, studying film. Where are my readers? Oh, they were upstairs where I left them last night. I decided to go see Dr. Cutarelli Vision for Refractive Lens Exchange. Game changer. No longer need the readers, guys. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. He can tell you when it's the right time for RLE, just like he did for me. So, guys, don't hesitate. Find out. No readers, no glasses, no contacts, no cataracts. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, Colorado, RLE.com for more information. That's Colorado, RLE.com.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Imagine finding your dream home and moving in right away. No waiting to sell your old place first. Sounds perfect, right? That's exactly what Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program lets you do. Buy your new home now and sell the old one later on your timeline. No showings, no double moves. Plus, Orchard handles all home repairs for you, attracting buyers. Buy before you sell and get top dollar with Orchard. Visit Orchard.com for your free home valuation. That's Orchard.com.
Hey, Stoke here for ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Summer is coming in hot. Don't wait. Beat the rush with an early bird cooling system tune-up and inspection for only $49 from Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of May. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family-owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 300 new Toyota Tacomas, only $399 a month lease. Visit GrooveToyota.com. $399 a month Tacomas, built for the Rockies. Priced for you. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here, go anywhere.
Closed and lease for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. Zero security deposit. Unapproved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details. Offer expires 6/126.
Now is the best time to buy. Get ahead of the competition and get the deal you want on the home you really want. Maximize your savings with lowest rate for life, and if the market does improve, we can save you money without any additional lender fees or appraisal fees. We're here for you today and tomorrow and celebrating 30 years of helping homeowners with expanded approvals, low rates, credit improvements, and more. Call U.S. Mortgages at 303-LOW-RATE.
All loans subject to approval and change. License number 392126.
Utter nonsense.
This thing has gone totally off the rails.
Some Cajun seasoning.
Gree-gree?
And the occasional anatomy lesson.
Yeah, we're tight.
Okay.
We're like tired of mouse nuts.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Operator, won't you put me on through? I gotta send my love down to Baton Rouge. Hurry up, won't you put her on the line? I gotta talk to the girl just one more time.
John Davis sitting in today for Mike Evans. Somebody texted in and called me James Davis, so that's good. That's good. They're getting my name right. But the Avalanche tonight, yeah, close enough.
Your name is not James.
Yeah.
Shoot, how long have I been doing this show? I thought the whole time you were James.
Yeah, then who are you?
Yeah. What is your name officially?
We got tonight the Avalanche looking to close it out at home. It's going to be rocking down there at Ball Arena. Josh Manson got fined $5,000, $5K for butt-ending Michael McCarron. Do we think Josh is going to be all right?
I think it's our duty as kind of the show of record. We are. I mean, the morning show is the show of record here on the station. Wouldn't you agree?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That like we are the authority.
Gotcha.
Like when people want to know what's actually going on, like they turn to this show to
You two
figure it all out.
specifically.
Yes, exactly. And so I think it's our responsibility as the show of record that we maybe start a GoFundMe page for Josh.
I like where you're going with this.
Right.
We tried to raise money for CU and their, $120 million deficit that they have with this football team.
Who knew you couldn't raise money selling my wife's cookies?
Right, I know.
$120 million.
Yeah. I think it was actually around 20-something million we were going to try to raise.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is close.
CU
5K.
out, and it was going to be Lisa Schlereth cookies, and then Mike Evans fajitas, which obviously we all know they're better than any fajitas
in any restaurant
in the state of Colorado, any restaurant. So,
when I think great Mexican food,
yes,
a pasty pink white dude is what I think about when I want to go get great Mexican food.
From the Northeast.
Yes.
The hotbed of Mexican food.
Right, exactly.
Pasty, what you pasty
pink white dude.
He's not talking about me.
No.
But yeah, so Josh Manson, hopefully he can maybe get some sort of bonus next year. He might be playing into his mid-40s to pay this off.
Yeah, right.
To pay off this $5K.
$5,000. Oof.
So Michael McCarron, he called out Josh Manson. But heading into the game, Jared Bednar talked about the sense of urgency.
Same as we had yesterday. For me, like that was an important game. You're up 2-0 in a series and you lose the first one in their building. We had to raise the level of urgency that we played with from the drop of the puck, and I thought we did that, and we're going to have to try and even go up another level tomorrow in a closeout game.
So with that tonight, Stoke, it's kind of, you're better than this team. Your aspirations are beyond just getting out of the second round, even though that's haunted you. But that's kind of a big thing tonight. You go out there, you close it out, you get out of the second round, you go to the Western Conference Finals. Don't worry about this team anymore. It really is, not to be so cliche about it, it is kind of take care of business. You're the better team. Just put it away tonight.
Yeah, and the final is always the hardest one to close it out, the last one. And so Minnesota's not going to just go away. They're not just going to tap out. So – to Bednar's point, you got to bring it, and you got to bring it, like you did in Game 4, and because Minnesota they're going to bring it. They don't want their season to end. They want to go back to Minnesota. Let's see what can happen here. They don't think it's over, so you want to close it out as quick as possible at home, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, the intensity of this game is, it's going to be ratcheted up, and it may just come down to who gets the first penalty? Who's got to defend the power play? And Minnesota historically throughout these playoffs has not been good at all defending the power play. Who gets the first power play? And it may come down to that. And I would assume the officials going to let them mix it up. Like it's going to be you're going to have to really cross a line before you get penalized in this game. But yeah, I think that's going to be a big part of it. But you're right, to Stokes' point, man. Minnesota, don't think they won't be ready to roll. This is going to be the drop of the puck, the first period. This is going to be an intense hockey game.
They're going to try to muck it up, and they're going to try to get under your skin if you're the Avs and force you to do something dumb and get a penalty. Don't get bad penalties. Don't give them any help. Right? That's the only time they've really had success in the game that they won is when they had help. Penalties and blown assignments, and but everything was buttoned up a lot more in Game 4. So just don't give them any help, and you should be able to take care of business and finish this series off.
And
Brandon
I think it's
Stokley
important.
is right.
It's important, I think, with that, don't get lulled into doing what they want you to do. And you talk about the penalty as much as Josh Manson, that's our guy, we like him. He got baited into butt-ending Michael McCarron the other night, and it immediately led to the goal. It put Minnesota up. The Kings tried that a lot with the Avalanche, and the first series was come play our style.
Uh-huh.
Let's lull you into this. Tonight, I think for the Avalanche, don't get baited into committing that penalty. Don't get baited into doing whatever it is, because you talked about it, Mark. 5-on-5, this is not a contest.
Right.
The Avalanche take it. So don't get into that 5-on-4 situation.
But don't be afraid either. Like don't be afraid to mix it up. I know the Avs aren't, but there's a certain aspect of that confidence that basically says even if we put ourselves in a bad position, our penalty kill is that good. And even if we put ourselves in a bad position, our offense is that good that we're going to be able to erase a deficit. So I want them to play Avalanche hockey. And that to me is great defense, speed, skill, athleticism, and they have shown that they play with great toughness. Like all those things. That's what Avs hockey is.
And what I like and what Avs hockey is too is throughout this year, they could beat you 5-0, they could beat you 2-1, they could beat you 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
The Avalanche can get in a deficit, they can come back. They're skilled to do kind of wherever the game takes them. So really, I am kind of comfortable, however the game starts, however fast Minnesota comes out, that it's not going to throw the Avalanche off too much.
Yeah, I mean, you saw against the Kings, they can win low-scoring games. They can win high-scoring games. You saw in the first game against Minnesota. So, they find different ways to win. I mean, they have a lot of depth, obviously a lot of skill, but they can also win the games that are low scoring. My concern, though, is still the goalie situation, Blackwood. I'm not just all of a sudden.
Can Blackwood win a low scoring game?
Right.
Because he hasn't done it yet.
After one performance by him, after a month off, all of a sudden we're just going to kind of, he's going to be great.
Well, actually, he did it in the last game. It was 2 empty netters that got them the 5-2 lead. But still, to your point.
But, at the same time that's what my big concern was last game was, once they got that first goal on that power play, is like, how is he going to handle that adversity? And we've seen him not handle it the right way, and it just snowballs. And it's just next thing you know, he's giving up 3 or 4 goals.
Right.
That didn't happen, but, don't let them get out early, and then all of a sudden we see Blackwood and maybe him not be able to handle those situations well, and you look up and he's given 3 or 4, and then you got to pull your goalie. So, but don't give him any freebies.
That's probably the one tonight, Stoke, to watch out for is that goaltending situation. And it's going to be rocking down there at Ball Arena. But summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect leg day. Here's how you get it, or here's what you get. 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker with a $250 card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today to win all that cool stuff. The Avalanche have what all the great Denver Sports Championship teams have had that could help them win the cup. What is it? We'll get into that next.
Yep.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Spine One. Let me tell you, man, the last 3-4 weeks I've been miserable. I tweaked my back doing a bunch of landscaping, and I tell you what, I've been just struggling. I went and saw my guys at Spine One yesterday, and I'm telling you what, first time in 4 weeks I've slept through the night. It's just unbelievable the difference it made. Went in for a little tune-up, man, and let me tell you, if you're worried about needing surgery or taking all those habit-forming medications, my guys at Spine One, that's the place to turn to, guys. I'm telling you what, I walked in 10:45, I walked out at about 12:15, and I tell you, I'm feeling great, guys. They have board-certified physicians. They're going to educate you on what's going on and then treatment options to get you out of debilitating pain, just like they did for me yesterday. And I'm so thankful for my guys at Spine One. They have been there for me every step of the way here over the last about 12 years. They've helped me out so many different times, and I'm telling you what, I'm grateful for them. Hey, if you live with debilitating pain, don't live that way any longer. Call my guys at Spine One for a same-day appointment. Start your journey today, 303-367-BACK, 303-367-2225, or find them online at spine1.com.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Chase for business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
What is happening? Stoke here for my friends at Roller Auction, leader Colorado auctions for over 50 years, and they got some great auctions that are ending this week. Got one ending today at 9 o'clock in the morning. You still have time. Don't worry about it. All you got to do is go to rollerauction.com to get logged in, to get signed up. It's free. It's easy. It's open to the public. Best part about it is you're going to get some great deals on great items. Got a City of Aurora impound vehicle auction that will be ending at 9 o'clock in the morning. You still have time. It's got cars, trucks, SUVs, 4x4s, trailers, and so much more. My favorite is a 1979 Jeep Renegade. It's Bronco orange color. That thing is sweet. And then tomorrow, ending at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, got a factory return home goods electronics auction that will be ending. This got all kind of electronic storage bins, sinks and faucets, bathroom fixtures, tools, racking, home goods, small kitchen appliances, automotive, indoor and outdoor lighting, a little bit of everything in this auction. There's over 800 items in that auction. This is what I love about Roller Auction, is they're always updating and adding new auctions every single week. Go see it all and get yourself one of those great deals only at rollerauction.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
And Doug. There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Get a quote at libertymutual.com or with your local agent.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Ready to be a driving force for your community? The Cherry Creek School District is seeking great people who care about kids to join its dedicated team of bus drivers. No CDL? No problem. Take advantage of paid training with benefits and a supportive and fun work environment. Starting pay at $24.39 an hour with excellent benefits. Feel good about what you do by helping provide safe, reliable transportation for Colorado kids. Apply now at cherrycreekschools.org.
I'm Rob Wilhite, and for nearly 50 years, my firm has been fighting for seriously injured car accident victims in Colorado. Serious accidents demand serious representation. We dig into every detail of your case, and we don't back down until we get you the maximum compensation you deserve. If you or someone you love has been seriously injured in a car accident, call the Wilhite Law Firm today at 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com. That's 303-GOOD-LAW or visit wilhitewins.com.
So what makes Champ Honda different? It's simple. One price, one person, 1 hour, meaning clear, upfront, and fair pricing. There are no games, no guesswork, and you work with a single client advisor from start to finish. No runaround, there's no back and forth, and 1 hour so you can spend less time at the dealership and more time doing what you love. Plus, at Champ Honda, they never charge dealer handling fees. None. It's a better way to buy a car, and once you experience it, you'll wonder why every dealership doesn't do it this way.
Perfect grammar.
What is it?
Lululemon.
Lululemon. I thought there's a Lulumon. I look at Lululemon, and I see Lulumon. I'm not going to lie.
Relentless ambition.
If I don't get Mike and I sold, maybe it's Mike that's holding me back? Is it what you're saying?
I think maybe he might be the anchor.
And lots of empathy.
He went on a hunger strike, and it's not funny, Mike. The dog almost died, and you're laughing.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis sitting in for Mike Evans today. Avalanche tonight, Minnesota Wild closeout game. Is the Avalanche kind of overall make this run to the Cup. You both have played on championship teams, good teams. Just kind of looking at the role players, the Nicholas Waugh, Jack Drury, Parker Kelly, Ross Colton, players that step up. Mark, you've both done it. How important was it when you were running to the Super Bowls to have those other guys outside of Elway and Terrell and Rod Smith and yourself, of course, to step up?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. No, all those guys are big parts of the team. There's always, like in any story of any team, the life cycle of a team, there's always guys that are just really important to your team that don't probably get the credit. I'll tell you, Stokley's first win to a championship with Baltimore. When he caught that, he caught that 40-yard, 45, 50, whatever it was, touchdown down the seam.
I thought it was 70.
Was it 70?
Super Bowl record?
Yeah, like 99, something like that. Yeah, 99 here. Just keep going, 90.
But yes. I was like, look at this crazy little turd running down there. Like, he looked like it was like probably was what they created. Was Waterboy after Stokley? Because it was after.
Yeah.
They probably kind of
can't believe they
it was
didn't
his
ask
run
me.
style. His run style was focused. Bobby Boucher's run style.
What year were you drafted?
They didn't ask me to be in the movie.
What year was your rookie year?
99.
Waterboy came out in 98.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they did. They thieved.
They did.
Thieved. By the way, I had a bunch of former teammates that were on the some on the Mud Dogs team, but some on the other team as well. So I had a bunch of guys that I played with that were on practice squad back in my DC days that were in that movie. Tons of guys.
Oh,
wow.
That's a credit. That's the IMDb. We can look them up.
We had probably. I bet you I had 6 or 7 guys.
There you go.
That I played with that were in that movie.
Role players.
Yeah.
They're even beyond the professional career, they're role players. And with that, they have so Stoke that kind of was you in that Super Bowl, to Mark's point, because it was all about the defense in Baltimore. But when those plays step up, players like yourself, you make that play when you're called upon, and that allows you to push to the Super Bowl or championship or wherever you're playing.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to need it can't always be the McKinnons and the McCarrs and those guys. You're going to need the other guys, under the radar guys, step up and play big and perform at a high level. If you want to do something special, that's what you're going to have, right?
Yeah.
And so they have had that. And especially last game, you look at some of the guys and some of the plays they made. It was awesome, and so it's like I said. I mean, you think about the championship run, and you think about Kadri and Val, and those types of guys that had a big role. And so you're going to have the same thing if you're going to win a cup and do something special as a team. It's not just going to be the stars. The other guys are going to have to perform at a high level, and they've been doing a great job of that.
Mark, somebody texted in David Diaz-Infante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been talking to David the last couple of days. Just a big. Stokes' catch was 38 yards.
It wasn't 98?
No,
damn, I thought it was 98
yards.
I could have sworn it was 99 yards.
Here I gave you credit for a 40 or 50-yard touchdown. It was just a measly 38.
That was it?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Hey, with that
Stokley
defense.
Finished the game with 3 catches for 52 yards.
But with that defense.
That's great for me. Normally my stat line is 5 catches for 16 yards, 5 first downs.
But it was in the Super Bowl. And right now, when they're talking great Baltimore role players, they're talking Brandon Stokley and the 38 yard. But that's all you guys did. Once you scored a touchdown in that game, it was over. Mark, in your Super Bowl, Howard Griffith, 2 touchdowns.
Wow, really?
In Super Bowl 33.
33.
He got
so
in
who,
there. He
Mark,
got in there twice.
Who on your team would you say was just like 2 guys that were just key role players that you look at and say, we don't talk a lot about this guy, but man, he during that run, not just the Super Bowl game, but during that playoff run, this guy was huge.
Yeah, I think there's I don't know that Eddie McCaffrey be a role player guy, but he's not one of the guys that you mentioned when you say Elway, Rod Smith, Terrell Davis, right?
Shannon Sharp,
right? But Eddie was not only big on big over the middle, dirty work catches. He was huge on that, but also big time blocker. And I'll never forget Super Bowl 32, him knocking out Williams, the linebacker, and then just pointing in his face. Eddie cannot talk smack. So he probably screwed it up really bad.
Yeah.
He was probably
Yeah.
trying to say something like, whip your ass, mother, and he came out like, ass whip you, like that, So, but Eddie was one of those dudes, like Keith Traylor, Tanavasa, some of our rotational defensive guys.
Tanavasa's historically one of the best Super Bowl performers, like how he played. Tony Jones taking care of Reggie White.
Out, Tony Jones getting traded for to play left tackle, and then Gary Zimmerman coming back in that 97 season and playing a couple of games of right tackle. I'll never forget the meeting where Alex Gibbs stood in front of us and said, Gary Zimmerman is the best left tackle maybe in the history of football the last 3 decades. He may be the worst right tackle in the history of football in the last 3 decades. He was that bad. And they made the switch, and Tony was like, yeah, I'll make the switch. And then Tony going a bunch of one-on-one situations with with Reggie White, where Reggie White had the year before probably should have been the MVP with a hump move where he's just throwing the right tackle of the New England Patriots all over the place. And Tony Jones just shut him out, just shut him down. And so big, like things like that, unselfishness, that was big. Tony Jones was huge.
And we saw it the other night. It wasn't a huge deal, but the empty netter, Natchez could have taken it for himself, but he pulled back and got it to McKinnon. McKinnon had a better look. It's that selflessness, and you talk about guys on your team. Rod Smith doesn't catch a pass in Super Bowl 32.
Right.
But he's out there. He's not complaining. He's kind of doing what he does. So it's not just the role players stepping up. It's the guys at the top being willing to let the role players step up
and do the dirty work.
The dirty work.
Yeah.
And that's just what's been huge, I think, throughout this Avalanche run, is they don't care where the goal comes from. They don't care who's doing it, as long as they get it and they win. And that's why it looks a lot like what we saw a few years ago in the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, I mean, this is a team, right? You could tell they like each other. They get along, and they've been on a mission from the start of the season, right? And you look out at just the talent that they have, but very, very selfless. And you look at it and you say, no one has an ego. They don't care who gets the credit, who scores the goal. They're just trying to win and do something special as a team. And so it's when you have that, from the guys at the top, everyone else buys in, and that's what you're seeing with the Avs.
It's gonna be rocking tonight, guys. Avalanche look to close it out against the Minnesota Wild, not the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have closed out the Nuggets. Broncos, we know where they're going to be playing. Were the Broncos disrespected by having to go to Arrowhead Week 1 on Monday Night Football? We'll do that next.
Broncos country, the wait is over. This Thursday, join us for a special edition of Denver Sports Tonight with John Davis and Chad Andrus as we break down the full Broncos schedule release live. Primetime matchups, toughest stretches, playoff implications, and the games you circle the second they drop. Don't miss complete analysis, instant reaction, and everything you need to know about the Broncos road ahead. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Colorado Fat Loss. I'm telling you what, guys, if you're looking to lose some weight and you don't want to go with the GLP-1 injections, you don't want all the money that it costs and all that kind of stuff and the potential side effects, check out my guys at Colorado Fat Loss. They can help with their doctor-developed program, help you lose 20 to 40 pounds, both men and women, in just 60 days, safe naturally. No injections, no synthetic hormones, no long-term dependence. And there's a couple of things I love about the program. One, the app. I mean, you can connect with your nutritionist at all times. You get messages back, encouraging message, educational messages every single day that you can watch that help you keep on track. And then you chart everything from your weight every day to the food that you consume every day. And the pounds just come off. I'm down 30 pounds, 8 weeks on the program, down 30 pounds. It was easy because they use real food that you buy at your grocery store. I'm talking about proteins. I'm talking about vegetables and fruits. And I'm telling you, the weight comes off, right? It resets your metabolism, helps control your hunger and cravings naturally, and helps your body get into fat-burning mode, not burning up that muscle. So right now, schedule a free phone consultation. All you have to do is reach out to them at coloradofatloss.com. They'll get back to you. If you want safe, affordable, and sustainable alternative to weight loss injections, check them out at coloradofatloss.com. That's coloradofatloss.com. Hey, I see, guys. I see. I hear what you're doing. All these so-called solutions to stopping your hair loss. You've probably tried some of them without much success. Well, there is a way to get your hair back, same way I did, and that's with Advanced Hair Restoration. They do a quick and easy one-day hair loss solution that's completely all natural, using your own hair, put exactly where you want it. Your own hair starts regrowing the very next day. It's even guaranteed to grow. No magic, no gimmicks, just real science, the latest technology, and legendary Dr. Tanya Pauls and her all-star team. It was Dr. Pauls who did my hair 20 years ago. You could not be in better hands. Back then, I had basically accepted my receding hairline was there to stay and would only get worse. And I was skeptical about whether or not this would work, but I agreed to do it, and man, am I glad I did. My hair came back, continues to grow 2 decades later. For a limited time, get a free consultation, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Call 720-459-HAIR and advancehair.com. That's advancehair.com.
While medicine's greatest advancements look like the latest sci-fi, one of our most powerful tools is far more simple, more human. It's a calling to connect with purpose by treating people, not just patients. With innovations that amplify healing and lead to more personalized care, guided by the belief we all hold the power to heal. At Common Spirit Health, clinical excellence lives here. Human kindness lives here. Learn more at mountain.commonspirit.org.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-771-1300. That's 800-771-1300.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
Hey, Stoke here for ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Summer is coming in hot. Don't wait. Beat the rush with an early bird cooling system tune-up and inspection for only $49 from Rocks Heating and Air. They'll inspect your system and keep you cool when everyone else is scrambling. Call ROX Rocks Heating and Air today and schedule your tune-up before the end of May. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Waking up drained? Mattress Firm sleep experts will help you find the right bed for deeper rest at the Memorial Day sale. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
Stream Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Dover and Cecil, The Drive, and all your favorite shows on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan app. Powered by Advanced Tax Solutions. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. Powered by Able Builders, it's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Listener appreciation.
Our RamosLaw.com texters always answer the bell.
Mentorship.
You can't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah. And words of wisdom.
Don't let my confidence offend your insecurity.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
John Davis in for Mike Evans today. So we got to back up to something that we talked about earlier in the show. Earlier in the show, Stoke, you brought it up. Mark's podcast is syndicated in 40 markets. Is this right?
Yeah.
Syndicated. So once the term syndicated got thrown around, the text line, the RamosLaw.com text line blew up, Stoke.
Oh, really?
Here's an example of it.
Syndication.
Schlereth saying his podcast is syndicated is the most boomer thing ever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me just for all you youngsters out there, your whippersnappers that are experts on everything that haven't done anything yet, like you've never done anything. So, yes, my podcast obviously can be downloaded across the nation, countries, you name it. This is different. This is a podcast that has been made into a radio show and syndicated across 40 different markets on 40 different radio shows. So in New York, in Chicago, in Philadelphia, in Washington, D.C., in Boston, in Atlanta, in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, and many other markets across the nation. So there's a difference. I know you're experts on everything. I know you watched a case of Law and Order, and you can go try a case right now because you watched something on TV. This is different, whippersnapper that sits in your mom's basement and does his own breakdowns of the game. This is different. So you give me allow me, having done television and radio for the last 27 years, allow me some leeway.
Somebody wrote in, tell Stoke what syndicated means.
Yeah, I just Googled it, by the way. So just
what does it mean?
Why'd you figure it out? What'd you figure out?
It was like, when something goes national or something like that. I didn't really, I Googled it and read over it just to make sure that what Mark was saying was accurate, and then I moved on.
This is not like my podcast is syndicated, right? Every podcast is broadcast all over the place. This is a podcast that has been made into a radio show and then syndicated on the weekends on all these different radio markets.
What I love is that you two have built up so much credibility with the listeners that they thought your podcast only went to 40 markets.
Right. Okay.
That was the pushback. Gotcha.
Right. Yeah. They're like, we can get it all over the place. Yeah. I know.
You got to be in Philadelphia to get this podcast.
Right. This crazy thing. It's a new thing called the podcast, and you've got to be in Philly on Saturday morning at 9 to get it.
It's so playing anywhere. They'll be playing an Arrow. Is it Gihha? What's the stadium name now?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
They got
it should have been sponsored by a barbecue place.
Yeah. It's Gihha.
G-E-H-A, Gihha. Yeah.
What is Gihha?
I have no idea. What do they do, Joe?
Yeehaw.
Do you know what they do? Does anybody? I don't know, but they're paying a lot of money.
Probably financial service company.
Yeah. It's probably something like that. So wherever that is, or whatever that is, there's where the Broncos will be playing. The Broncos, I went through memory. They haven't opened up at Kansas City in at least since 1992. They haven't. Before that, I don't know, they did it. In 97, you guys opened up against them here.
Insurance.
It's health insurance.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. So we've learned syndicated and what Gihha does in this segment. So we're – but Mark –
educate. You're welcome, people.
You're welcome. A lot of – and earlier you said don't skate and don't wear a helmet when you ride
Right.
a bike.
Yeah. This has been an educational show from day one. It's amazing what happens when all of a sudden your back's not hurting all the time.
Yeah, you come
great.
You suddenly definitions.
Yeah.
Just left and right. It's going to be loud. It's going to be rocking in Kansas City. Is the aura of the Chiefs what it once was, given how their season went last year? It's why should we have to go to Kansas City? And all due respect, they've built what they've built in the last 10 years to be respected.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, are they being placed on a pedestal right now that they're no longer deserving to be on? Meaning, should we even be they should be worried about going to Kansas City, but is it this big, tall task everybody's making it out to be?
Well, I don't know what it's going to be, because the beginning of the season, there's so much less time to get yourself ready. I guess there's the same amount of time, but there's so much less work to get yourself ready to play well. And that's where you talk to coaches in this league, they'll tell you, hey, man, the first 2 games of the season are really extensions of preseason. We're still putting stuff in. We're still trying to figure out exactly what we are, who we are, all that kind of stuff. You're so worried about injuries during training camp that the scrimmages become more important. The scrimmages between two teams, which they always put together, right, become more important than the actual preseason games from an evaluation standpoint and all that stuff. But you look at Kansas City. I mean, last year notwithstanding, where they didn't make the playoffs, the year before they were in their third straight Super Bowl looking to try to three-peat. You've got a Hall of Fame quarterback that operates your organization, and obviously he's coming off an ACL. You've got a Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid that as soon as he's eligible, he'll go to the Hall of Fame. So, no, they have earned the right to still be put on the pedestal.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what are we doing? I mean, it's the Chiefs. You better put some respect on them. They still have Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback. Yeah, Andy Reid. Okay, Travis Kelce. Are they the Chiefs that they were, 4 or 5 years ago? Probably not. But I mean, you still got to respect that football team and what they've done and what they have coming back. They didn't have a great year last year, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be. They won't bounce back this year. So, and I think the only team that deserves respect heading into the next year about when and where they're scheduled and where they're playing that first game of the year is a Super Bowl champion.
Right.
After that, hey, you were 14-3 last year. Yeah, you were number 1 seed in the AFC. You didn't make it to the Super Bowl, Denver Broncos. You don't deserve anything heading into this year. You don't deserve the right to have the first game at your place. It doesn't matter. No one really cares. So Seattle, they deserve it to play at home. But everyone else, they're going to try to find the best matchup to have the best ratings, and that's the way it goes. So I love the standalone game for the Broncos. I don't mind it at all being in Kansas City. To me, it's not a big deal.
Didn't after the 2012 playoff run of the Ravens,
yes,
where they won, didn't they open up here?
Here.
Because of Peyton Manning and
because of the Orioles.
No. Yeah, because
the Orioles share.
Okay.
And,
it was their stadium. They share a parking lot, and the Orioles wouldn't move their game.
Stoke was on that Ravens team.
Yeah, so that's why
they wouldn't move their game.
Tall.
No,
the Orioles because they've just been a juggernaut.
Yeah, so they wouldn't move it. So
nobody was at their game. So who cares if the Orioles
they wouldn't move? So they came
Couldn't
here.
do it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So with that Broncos,
I did not
fans,
know that. That is weak sauce.
Well, they put Flacco on the stadium here. Do you remember that? That was the big concern because they were the Super Bowl champs and it was opening day. They put a big Flacco poster next to, I think, probably Peyton Manning, and then Peyton lit him up. But, Mark, with that, Broncos fans feel disrespected when the game should be here. I have a question for you, for both of you. Broncos fans get a little soft in the 10 years that they weren't good, worried about respect and everything. Because back in the day, it seems like when you played, and even when you played here, Stoke, you just saw game one. You said, who cares? We're going to go through. We're going to beat that team. Super Bowl's where we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're getting worried that we're not getting enough credit for things. We used to not get caught up in these things because Super Bowl was always the goal. And now it feels like Broncos fans got a little thin-skinned in the past decade of not winning.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You certainly, as a fan, you want your respect. You want all that. You want all that stuff. I get that. I think everybody wanted their respect. But you're 100% right. I mean, it's back-to-back playoff years, and it's been really this last 2 years have been great. But you still see a lot of room for improvement. You still have some question marks about the football team. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't care about the respect thing as much. You just got to go out there and earn. You got to earn that respect, and that you do that through playing and playing great.
I mean, do you think I'm gonna call Broncos country soft?
I don't mean soft, but
is that what you're trying to get us to do, John? You're trying to Mike Evans us up. Not gonna happen.
Have they gotten soft?
No. I don't think it's disrespectful that the Broncos aren't opening up at home. I don't think that's the case at all. And I think as a fan base, you want some national respect, from some of these national shows and the national media, and so you want that as a fan base. So no, I don't think it's a big deal, and I don't think it's like I said, disrespectful that the Broncos aren't opening up at home against the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night. I don't think that's the case at all.
I think it's
not very well respected.
I think it's respect to the Broncos that we're going to put you on national TV against the best player
it's huge
in the entire world.
Yeah, that part is huge. There's no question that, putting the Broncos on a Monday night, Kansas City, and all due respect to the Kansas City Chiefs because they deserve it, it's also a testament to how well received the Broncos are and how this is a primetime standalone game that they know they're going to get a huge rating on.
Yeah, so the Broncos are going to be there. With that, though, Broncos' strength of schedule. There's something about this schedule that really bothers me this year. I'm very nervous about it. I'm going to give it to Stoke and Stink and see what they think, and we're going to do that next.
Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. You get 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, and Bluetooth speaker. Oh, and did we mention you also get a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler? Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We'll see you at the lake. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here for my friends at the Low T Center. Low T Center, the original TRT clinic that has helped countless men across the United States get their lives back through high-quality testosterone therapy. It sets the standards that other clinics are still trying to measure up to. Low T Center has been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone cypionate. It's never compounded testosterone, so you know that your body is getting the best there is. Don't settle for some mystery compound. Hey, guys, by the way, if you're feeling tired, grumpy, lacking motivation, drive, not making those gains in the gym, man, that's all testosterone stuff related. They can fix that, guys. Plus, they've got all the peptide therapy that you could want, get you back to feeling your best. That's the Low T Center, so check them out. Either walk in for an appointment or find one online at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry buys, sells, and services pre-owned Rolex, Cartier, and all luxury Swiss watches. So if you're looking to make a change in your watch collection or just looking to sell, come to Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry.
Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry, located in the Highlands Ranch Town Center or online at matthewsfinewatches.com.
When I first met with Trajan Wealth, I expected the usual sales pitch. You know how it goes. Lots of pressure, lots of products, but that's not what happened. Instead, I got straight talk, clear explanations, real guidance. They're fiduciaries, so their advice is built around what's best for you, not what's best for them, and that's why I'm a client today. They helped me understand where I was strong, where I had gaps, and how to build a plan that actually supports the retirement I want. And honestly, that kind of clarity is priceless, and that's what I love about my friends at Trajan Wealth. They're going to come up with a game plan specifically designed for you, your goals, and your needs, because everyone is a little bit different. So if you want someone who listens, someone who explains, and someone who puts your goals first, call my friends at Trajan Wealth today. 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1. They have offices in Broomfield, Greenwood Village, and Loveland. Give them a call. 855-TRAJAN-1, or you can find them online at TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Trajan Wealth. Plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, and additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Actual client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
The playoffs are full of surprises, buzzer beaters, comeback runs, and moments nobody saw coming. But when it comes to your facility's electrical systems, you don't want surprises. For over 40 years, Piper Electric has powered complex commercial and industrial projects, from large-scale distribution to fire alarms and preventative maintenance. Their licensed electricians help reduce downtime, control costs, and keep operations running smoothly. Got a project coming up? Don't take a bad shot. Include Piper Electric in your bid process. Visit piperelectric.com.
I'm Rob Wilhite of the Wilhite Law Firm. A lot of new firms aren't even from Colorado, but we are. For 47 years, we've known Colorado law, we fought for our neighbors, and we won for our community. If you've been injured, call 303-GOOD-LAW.
Safety starts underneath. Napa has the undercar solutions you need to stop issues, go further with repairs, and grow your shop. Keep undercar under control at Napa.
Want real Broncos talk? Cecil Lammy and Andrew Mason bring the heat on Orange and Blue Today. The most passionate intelligence and in-depth Broncos coverage in the game. Weekdays at 5 p.m. on the Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan YouTube channel. Hit subscribe at Denver Sports 1043 and never miss another take. Orange and Blue Today, powered by Ramos Law, official injury law firm partner of the Denver Broncos. Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Bold takes.
I would put my fajitas up against any Mexican restaurant.
Active listening.
You weren't listening to a word I just said.
Plus, a little number crunching.
What's 12 minus 1? I mean, 12 minus 11. 1. This is why math confuses me.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 1043. The Fan.
John Davis in for Mike Evans today with the guys. The schedule's not out, but we know who we're going to play. And I think it came out yesterday that the Broncos middle of the pack strength of schedule.
Yeah, 15.
15. But the matchup is what always kind of makes the game what it is. My concern for the Broncos this year is covering the running back out of the backfield. They struggled against Buffalo with that. The teams they play this year, it's Christian McCaffrey. It's the Chiefs now have Kenneth Walker. You have the Cardinals have like 8 capable running backs on their roster. They're not good, but you have to play them. You have Ashton Genty. So this Broncos schedule this year is loaded with teams that have very capable running backs. Even if they're not the best receiving running back, if the mismatch is there, the teams can still take advantage of that. My concern is at the middle linebacker and the ability to cover running backs out of the backfield. Stoke, am I crazy with this?
I mean, you don't have confidence in Alex Singleton covering the running backs?
I like Alex Singleton. I don't want to be a jerk. But I'm concerned, and they didn't address it in the draft. They had Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas sitting right there. They didn't take him. He's a coverage linebacker. I'm very concerned that when the season starts, the defense is not going to be able to get off the field because teams are going to take advantage of the middle linebackers.
Well, I mean, no, obviously we've been talking about that issue for a long time, right? And we saw last year, a few times where it did cost the Broncos defense. And so, yeah, I think when you look at this defense, that's a concern. They have a lot of flexibility, though, with what they have, especially in passing situations. And you look at a guy like Jahdae Barron, putting him on the football field. We saw him, covering tight ends in certain situations. And, if it's a Christian McCaffrey, I don't care who you are. You're going to struggle to cover him, and that's just the way it's going to be. Middle linebacker, inside linebacker, safety, cornerback. You put Surtain on him. It's going to be a tough task for him. So, but that's a situation where you would look at if you're Vance Joseph and say, okay, how are we going to game plan these running backs that are really good out of the backfield in the passing game? And you might see a guy like Jahdae Barron, covering those guys rather than, a guy like Alex Singleton or Sternad or one of your inside linebackers.
Yeah, I would ask how many games did we lose because we couldn't cover a running back last year?
1. Jacksonville, right? That would probably be it.
I don't know.
That would be the one. That would be the one. But you didn't play. It's a harder schedule.
I get it. I mean, I get it, honestly. And there are some, hey, man, we dump it off to the running back. He gets a first down and keeps the drive alive. Those things can be backbreakers at times. But I still look at them, their ability to shut down the run, their ability to rush the passer in critical situations, their ability to do all that stuff, they can overcome, hey, man, we really got to be concerned about the back out of the backfield. I think they can overcome that stuff. So, oftentimes your defense is designed to get it to the check down. And then it just becomes, if you get it to the check down, which is normally the running back out of the backfield, do you tackle well? If all you do is tackle well, even if you give up 7-8 yards, if it's third down and 8 and you gave up a 6-yard dump off to the back and you tackled well, it doesn't really cost you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think we're fine-tooth comb nitpicking a little bit on the defense, and I get what you're talking about, but that would be way down the list of concerns for me.
Because I do look at the Bills game, the playoff game. We have back-to-back years playoffs against the Bills where the defense could not get off the field. They had the turnovers this year, and I get that, but I don't think it's realistic to go when we play the Bills, we'll just get 5. We'll just get 4 picks on Josh Allen.
Right.
And we'll be good. So over a year, within a year, Vance Joseph against the Bills, who if you want to go to the Super Bowl, there's a large chance that's who you have to go through. Back-to-back years, Vance Joseph basically had nothing to get that offense off the field.
Yeah,
but most teams don't. I mean, that's a really good Buffalo team. But it may not be on, and it's not just Alex Singleton. It's just how they manage those big gaps in the middle of the field where these teams can just eat up yards, and that's what they started with Jacksonville.
They have 2 tight ends. They get into that personnel grouping that makes it tough on you. They've got, and then Josh Allen, 6'5", 250. And when things break down, like how many times does he run and pick up first downs? And so even when you shut everything down, there's still another weapon that makes it truly 11-on-11 football that makes it incredibly tough.
Yeah, I think overall with this defense, you feel great about them. I think if you look at it, and we talked a lot about it leading up to the draft, is the inside linebacker. Are they going to draft an inside linebacker? When are we going to draft an inside linebacker? Right. And they re-signed Cernod and Singleton, and so you drafted our guy Red.
Yeah,
Red Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Drafted him.
Violent player.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, you didn't do anything. So it's all good. I think anytime you head into the season, there's always going to be a question mark here or there. But overall, you got to love this defense and what they can bring to the table. Mark, you were talking about getting more turnovers this year. I think there's no doubt in my mind they're going to generate a lot more turnovers this year. Sometimes it just doesn't happen for you. But I think they generate more turnovers. And the flexibility that Vance has with this group, I think Barron's going to be better this year. And the things that he can do with those guys and the safeties and bringing them in the box and taking one of the inside linebackers out in obvious passing situations. He's got a lot of options there to try to, whatever an offense has that he can try to defend it with.
And so, Mark, you said that concern is far down your list with the Broncos. Is that defensively or is the team as a whole?
I think just the team as a whole. This defense is really good. And I think the other thing is when you watched Sternod play last year, he's a damn good football player. I think ultimately, even though they don't say it, because it would be admitting that, hey man, the Dre Greenlaw thing didn't work out. We made a mistake. At least we ripped the Band-Aid off. But when he was out and Sternod was playing, I think they looked at it and like, damn, we've got like a diamond in the rough right here on our own roster that we need to get on the field more. And so, that dude's got coverage ability, blitz ability. He just makes plays. So I think they've upgraded the linebacker position.
They played better last year when they weren't rotating with Greenlaw. When Greenlaw came back, that's when the defense did kind of falter, and it could have been because they were forcing this rotation between the 3 linebackers. So maybe without Greenlaw coming back in, it is a little more consistent.
It wasn't a good fit, right? Greenlaw never – he was always injured. Then they would put him in. It just felt like he lost a step, wasn't comfortable. And so it's one of those things where you have the guy, you know what his potential is, so you want to get him on the football field if you're the Denver Broncos, but it just wasn't the same. It wasn't a good fit here. And so – yeah, I'm with you, Mark. I think Sternod's going to be an upgrade over what they had in Greenlaw.
Right. Greenlaw, before all the injury issues in San Francisco, man, his ability just to eat up field, to get depth, space, take away space, rally up, hit people in the mouth and all that stuff, you just didn't see it. The explosiveness was not there. Maybe it comes back. I hope for him it comes back this year.
He seems like a good guy and a good teammate, and he tried. But when those injuries catch up to you, and he's missed a lot of time, and then it's just you saw the rust there also. But the one thing that he is, downhill, downfield, downhill linebacker.
Have you noticed me getting up, getting down, standing up, standing down?
Yeah, no,
I couldn't do that a day ago.
I know.
So I'm more downhill right now since I went and saw my guys at Spine One.
I know.
Yesterday. I'm more downhill than I've been in a month.
That was big.
Look out, everybody! Downhill.
I got my explosive.
Some yard work?
I've got my explosiveness back. I am going to try not to be my own worst enemy, which I am.
Of course you are.
I'm not very smart.
Right. We all know
so
that.
So I feel good, and I feel really good today. So my
theory
is
dumb and go work in the yard for 6 hours.
Right. Let me work in the yard for 6 hours and then go do some heavy squats because I feel good, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing that today.
I think I might need to go see Spine One.
Oh. Dude, it's like
get you going downhill.
Double endorsement?
double endorse.
Or do I pull an Evans?
Are you pulling an Evans?
I've learned
Look
from
at the guy's old.
Disappointment.
Like the guy's old, right?
Who cares?
The guy's old. Like it just doesn't.
I'm young in my prime, and
Right.
I got some back issues.
Right.
Let's freshen this read up
Yeah,
a little
let's
bit.
freshen
some
it
new
up.
blood into this read, and like
right. I feel like with all the golf I've been playing, my back's a little tender. Maybe you guys can just get me.
Mark
over
has
the top.
reached his ceiling is established.
Yeah,
let's go with something else.
Yeah.
That's good. The listeners have been saying they want more read conversation on who gets the reads.
On who gets the reads.
So that was
ever
was
since
great.
what Mike did was radio industry taboo.
Yeah,
it really was.
It really, yeah. And we just kind of make fun of it and laugh
right,
about it, but it's
his
serious.
day is coming. His
Yeah.
day is coming when we
Bad karma.
We just take like a day to like today where he's out having a medical procedure. That's when Stoke and I could slide in and just steal all the endorsements.
What I would just take them.
Just take them.
Yep.
There you go. You could take him when he's here. What's he going to do? Stop the two of you? So just
That is true. He's got a big head, though. I mean, if he headbutts you.
if he gets going downhill.
Right.
That's what
he would be a downhill running back or linebacker.
Avalanche look to close it out at Ball Arena tonight. We preview the game with the Wild next.
The Avalanche, the Wild. Round 2. This is where the real battle begins. Every game gets bigger. Every hit gets harder. Every moment matters more. Our guys are in the locker room. Our shows are locked in on every matchup, every adjustment, and every shift in momentum. On your morning commute, on your lunch break, on your drive home. Our shows have you covered from puck drop to final buzzer and everything in between. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Denver's playoff headquarters.
Hey guys, your boy Stink here from my friends at Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. The biggest problem with your homes are the ones you can't see yet. With windows, the window itself is only part of it. In Colorado, sun, the temperature swings, and wind expose every single weakness. Well-built windows can fail if the installation isn't right. And guys, I'm telling you what, the installation determines what actually lasts and protects your home. And with siding, by the time it looks bad on the outside, the real damage is already done underneath. Moisture, expansion, contraction in Colorado, that happens faster than most people expect. You don't see the problem until it's already a big one. That's why I trust Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, because they focus on what actually makes your home hold up long term. They spent over 50 years serving Denver and the Front Range. They've seen every kind of Colorado home, every kind of weather. They know what works. How about this? 25% off Infinity by Marvin Windows, the toughest on the market. 20% off of James Hardy Siding. Premium products installed the right way the first time, every time. Check them out at windowsforyourhome.com. That's windowsforyourhome.com for a free consultation.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Join us at Camping World's Red, White, and New Trade event, our biggest trade event of the year, May 14th through the 16th. Trade in your RV and get the highest value guaranteed. Then upgrade for less with new RVs starting as low as $94 a month. Plus, take 25% off select maintenance services. Save up to 40% on camp-ready must-haves. And enter to win a new RV. Don't miss the Red, White, and New Trade event at your local Camping World, May 14th through the 16th. We'll see you there.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors, your siding, windows, decking, and roofing specialist. During the month of May, 5280 Exteriors are offering you $1,000 off a new project. They also offer finance plans that come with no payments for 2 years. 5280 Exteriors is a locally owned company that has been in business for 20 years and knows the Colorado climate. They are a 2024 and 2025 James Hardy President's Club winner. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
In a city full of choices, your savings destination is Groove Toyota, the oldest family
family owned Toyota dealership in the Denver Metro. Over 200 pre-owned vehicles in stock, including MPG MVPs and Toyota certified with full warranties. Visit GrooveToyota.com. Don't wait. 50 vehicles priced under $15,000 won't last. Buy today in person or at GrooveToyota.com. Start here. Go anywhere.
Offer expires 6/1/26. Not all will qualify. Restrictions apply with approved credit. Call 720-961-4465 for complete details.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
Music history.
I've now baptized you in the glory of Led Zeppelin.
Brutal honesty.
Today's just been a bad day for you, Mike. I don't know how else to put it.
And some questionable taste.
I do not heat up leftovers.
Oh, my
I only eat
God.
leftovers cold.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan.
Ball Arena tonight, 6 p.m. puck drop, so we can all watch the whole game and not have to keep ourselves awake. As some of those later games, especially against LA, that was terrible. But the Avalanche tonight, 6 p.m. They go to close it out. This is the round they have not been able to get out of in the past year since they won the Stanley Cup. Stoke tonight, Avs. I think this is a case of just go out and know that you're the better team. Go out and dominate the way you do. Front to back, you know they're going to come out. Take them seriously. Don't back down. But also with the Avalanche, just confidently know there's nothing these guys are going to do that can take you out, and just end it tonight, get everybody rest, head to the Western Conference Final.
Yeah, I think don't give them any help. That's the big thing tonight.
Right.
If you don't do that, they're not going to beat you. They're just not going to win tonight. So don't give them cheap penalties. Don't give them freebies, blown assignments, none of that. Make them earn it. If they have to earn it, this thing is over. And so don't get any dumb penalties. They're going to try to bait you into some bad penalties, fights, stuff after the whistle. Let them do their thing. We're all about winning. We're all about winning. Then if you got the win locked up and they want to fight, that's fine. But until that happens, don't let them draw you into a game or get you to make have a stupid penalty, just like what happened in Game 4 that almost cost the Avs when Manson puts a stick in the guy's face. Can't have that stuff happen. It's all about getting this win and being done with the second round, being done with Minnesota, and getting ready for the Western Conference Finals.
I'm with you. You've proven, if you're the Avalanche, that we can win in a multitude of ways. Any way you want us to win. You want us to play that eyes clogged up in the middle, we can win that way, like they did against the Kings and like they did even against the Wild last game. Everybody talked about it in all those damn like intermissions. Too many intermissions. They're too long.
All of them? All of them, or they are too long.
They're too long.
It's not that many of them, really.
Well, there's two.
There's two.
Right. I know. All of those intermissions. I can't believe they have so many.
That's what
all
I'm saying.
two of them.
That's both of them.
But 20 minutes is too long.
Yeah.
Why do we need 20 minutes?
It's way too. It's the
we don't need 20
How
minutes.
about 12? I'll give them 12. 10. They'll ask for 15. We negotiate down to 12.
There you go. All right, deal. Done.
12.
You don't need
Done.
those guys. They don't need. They're just sitting there. They're not even tired anymore. They're taking off all their pads and just sitting there BSing.
Right. Putting on a dry undershirt that's just going to get soaked in sweat in 2 minutes anyhow.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Stink and Stoke actually go into the locker room during these intermissions. That's how you both know so much about the hockey.
Oh, yeah.
The hockey. They're there every week. They open the door. Come on in, guys. You check it out. But it's too long. It's way too long. It kills the momentum of the game.
But they can win any way they want to win. I'm with Stoke. Just play your game. Don't do anything stupid. Yeah. And then in the third period, when a fight breaks out, great. Let's go.
Right.
Let's drop our gloves.
We're up 4-1.
Yeah.
And all right, you want to fight, McCarron? Then it's on. But until then, I don't want to be messing around and with all that nonsense and get involved with anything else. You got to keep your goals in sight here and know what's at stake, and you don't want to slip up here because you weren't playing smart, and next thing you know, you're heading to Minnesota for Game 6. Don't want that.
And I think tonight, even if you get up early, if the Avalanche get up early, 1-0, 2-0, don't get comfortable. This team's going to keep. They've proven throughout this series they will keep coming. They can be down 3-0, and they'll overcome that. They're not bothered by being in that situation. So not only get up, play your game, but don't think that you've got them beat at any point. Play it all the way through. I don't expect the Avalanche to not do that. They haven't really shown us that that's in their DNA to let up like that, but they're going to keep coming until that.
Well, you know, Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, we've seen it this series. I mean, they're not going to just lay down.
They don't roll over.
No. It doesn't matter what it is. We've seen it. So, but the Avs know that. I mean, they're going to, if they get up or whatever the case may be. I mean, they're not going to all of a sudden become complacent.
No, and it is official. Evan Rawal of the Denver Gazette had it. Blackwood will be in goal tonight. I don't think there's anything.
We never knew with Bednar. Every time we think it's Blackwood, he goes with Wedgwood, and we think it's Wedgwood. Oh, we're going back to Blackwoods, and I can't figure Bednar out. So,
No.
Mark, you can't either.
But we did. This is the first time we've been right.
Yes, yeah. Go figure.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were right to start the series of the Kings. We said it would be Wedgie, and it was.
We
But
thought
this-
Game 2 might go to Blackwood against the Kings, but it didn't.
That was wrong.
How'd that work out?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, not good.
I hope he plays well. But
that
they
could be
need
the
him to
thing.
play well. I don't want goalie controversy heading into Game 6. You follow me?
Well,
you
that's
know what I'm
the
saying?
problem.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because you go out and you don't perform well tonight.
Yeah.
And then you're going to Minnesota for Game 6, and you look up, what is Bednar going to do? So
Wedgie.
You would have to.
You got
so
to.
if Blackwood goes out and gives up 6, and they lose 6-2, just painting the picture here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get all
That's not a prediction.
right. And just say you get whipped, and Blackwood doesn't look good.
Right.
And then you have to go to Wedgwood, but what is his confidence level at right now?
That's right.
For Game 6. So I'm just doomsday scenario there.
Right.
But let's come out and play well and get this thing over with.
That's what could get him tonight, though, is the goaltending. It's if there was a concern for the Avalanche
Right.
team, it would be the goaltending. And if something's going to flip the series.
Stoke made this point earlier. Like, hey, when things are going great, Blackie's been great. But he has had a propensity when things have gone wrong to all of a sudden maybe overcompensate a little bit, maybe and not be as clean as he needs to be. You brought it up earlier, that 72 game against Pittsburgh late in the season where he just looked awful in that game. Like, there have been some of those moments throughout this season that we have seen with Blackwood. Hope it's not tonight. I hope it's not tonight.
And he responded nicely, and
Yes.
they didn't have a lot of shots like we talked about.
Yeah.
They almost went a full period, 20 minutes, 19 minutes without having a recorded shot on net. But that was the concern after they got that 1-0 lead last game, and then after that, they didn't have a lot of shots, but he held his own, which was, I think, a big positive in that game was he didn't fall apart.
Yeah,
and from there, it's not just on Blackwood. Don't allow clean looks on Blackwood. That's where this team really gets caught in trouble is when the Wild, and you saw it late in the year. I don't know if it was the Canucks. I can't remember who was in net, and Makar was out, but they lost to the terrible Canucks 8-6 because it was clean looks. It wasn't always on the goaltender. So tonight, not allowing those shots on goal, like, I don't know if it's realistic to say give us 20 minutes straight without that, but again, protect the goaltender by not allowing Minnesota to just get clean looks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I look at that.
Well, it's not all on him.
It's not all on
It's
him,
all-
and that's the big
I mean, we
thing.
saw in Game 3 the mistakes. Just too many mistakes, too many easy shots, too many tough saves.
At one point, he didn't have a stick. Wedgie didn't have a stick.
Right.
Wedgie has
He's
done that
standing
in
there.
2 games in a row where he just tosses his stick somewhere. And one time I couldn't find it. I rewound it a couple times. So where the hell did
Just
the stick go? It
disappeared.
was like magic disappearing stick thing. Like, I was like,
That's not ideal to
no,
not have your stick, right?
No.
You kind of need your stick.
And he
you want your
actually,
stick.
in the one
Yeah.
game,
That's pretty important.
He made a couple of saves where he's just going blocker glove and no stick, and then it hurt him. Like, he tried the trick again. Like, look at this magic trick. Whoo-hoo, stick gone.
Maybe
And
that's
then
why
it was
Bednar
not good.
pulled him. He's
Yeah.
like, look,
dude,
if you're not going to commit to this stick.
We need you to have your stick.
We've been playing with a stick for hundreds of years, over 100 years with a stick. Quit throwing your stick away. Yeah, that may have been a coaching point.
Yeah.
That could have been a coaching point.
No blowing assignments. You're right. No blowing assignments.
No blown
tonight.
assignments in
we
front of
we
you.
saw
Hold on
too
to your
many
stick.
and hold on to your stick. Look at us.
Right.
Look at us.
No,
You know what? We're the new hockey guys at
I
this
know.
station.
No
Where's
bl-
Drew?
You think Bednar's going to he wants us to be consultants?
Yeah. Oh.
Call up Joe. You know Joe.
Yeah, I know Joe.
You know Joe. See if Joe,
So
if he
sent
needs us
Joe
to
a-
be consultants.
So I sent Joe a text and say, "Here's my keys to the game."
Yeah.
Okay. No blown assignments on defense.
Right.
And make sure Blackwood holds on to his stick.
Bam.
Boom. Stanley
I'm
Cup.
sure he's like, oh my gosh. I mean, you've
clown.
got the speech,
Mhm.
and then now you have this.
Yeah. Now
to
the,
go with
the
that.
speech and now the consulting.
Right.
The speech and now the consultant. All right. Avalanche Stanley Cup based on the stick. Summer is calling, and we're sending you to the lake in style. Download the Denver Sports app to enter our Day at the Lake contest for your chance to win everything you need for that perfect lake day. Here's what you get: 2 paddle boards, 2 chairs, a cooler, pop-up tent, Bluetooth speaker, and a $250 gift card to fill up that cooler. Download the Denver Sports app now and enter today. We make our predictions, Avalanche Wild, and we do that next.
You asked for it, you got it. Backed by popular demand, it's the Drives Brouhaha.
Big social brouhaha.
This spring, Zach and Phil are back on the road, bringing their party to you. First stop, the Golden Triangle in Denver. May 22nd from 2 to 6 at Schoolyard Beer Garden.
There was quite a brouhaha.
Come find out what the commotion's all about. Head to DenverSports.com/drive for more details.
Guaranteed to bring the brouhaha.
Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Max HELOC is a game changer and can lower your bill significantly without affecting your current loan. How much savings depends on your unique situation, but you could borrow $250,000 with a payment option as low as $495 a month. Consolidate your debts and make life a lot easier. We make it easy to save, and you don't need perfect credit either. U.S. Mortgages, and our number says it all, 303 low rate.
All loans subject to approval and change. License number 392126.
Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Wheat Ridge on Kipling Street behind Natural Grocers now through May 26th for the grand opening sale. Save $2 on all Xerox antifreeze and coolant. Receive 2 times O Rewards points and get $5 back after rebate when you buy $15 or more of select Armor All car care products. Limits apply. See store for details. Stop by your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Your medication for enlarged prostate is working. That's what you tell yourself. You're up 3 times a night instead of 5. The urgency is manageable. The stream's not great, but it's fine. That's the problem. Fine. Enlarged prostate, or BPH, doesn't pause because the medication takes the edge off. The prostate keeps growing. The bladder keeps working harder. And over time, those changes can be harder to reverse. But surgery? Not for you, right? Aquablation is not the surgery you're picturing. It's the only ultrasound-guided, robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Don't wait until things become unbearable. Find an Aquablation urologist near you. Call Aquablation Denver at 720-637-9567. 720-637-9567. That's 720-637-9567. All surgical treatments carry risks, and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationdenver.com.
Hey guys, it's Mark Schlereth. I just made one of the best decisions of my life. I got rid of my glasses. I went to Cutarelli Vision and had refractive lens exchange, RLE. I wore glasses for distance vision, but I got to that inevitable point in life where I was always needing those reading glasses just to do about anything, and half the time I couldn't find them. Seeing menus, texting, reading my computer, or studying film, it was a struggle. But now I see the world perfectly, near and far, without any glasses, thanks to Cutarelli Vision RLE, the perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top. You'll never develop a cataract. Dr. Cutarelli is Colorado's most experienced with over 90,000 vision correction procedures. You can trust him to know if it's the right time for you and RLE. Schedule your free Zoom consultation at coloradorle.com. Cutarelli Vision, RLE, no readers, glasses, or contacts, or cataracts. coloradorle.com.
Every now and then you find a deal where you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. That's Straight Talk Wireless on Verizon's 5G network. Find it exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Relentless mind games.
Are you trying to get me in an oh really right now?
Total accountability.
You're always throwing your teammates under the bus. That's just what you do.
And a sprinkle of advanced analytics.
The Boo rating, BOO, which is balls over opponent.
It's Stokley and Evans with Mark Schlereth on Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
John Davis sat in today. It's been fun with you boys today. So I hope I didn't, I don't think I told any lies like this big board of lies that we have. I think I was pretty truthful today. So that was my main goal.
Yeah, you're fine. Mike,
that's just Evans.
Yeah.
Evans.
Hearing Tom Petty live, you guys don't believe him on that?
Dude,
he said he heard it from his driveway.
His driveway, and he was like,
and
it was almost like he had a
by
party
Red
out
Rocks.
there. Right.
Yeah.
And he invites neighbors over and they tap a keg and listen to the concert. It's like they're sitting in the front row.
Right.
I mean, it was such like I can hear a little bit like bits and pieces maybe in the background, but it's not like they've got a concert on your back porch where Tom Petty is there.
Yeah. Then the other one was, he almost, won the National Spelling Bee, something like that.
Yeah,
that was another good one.
It's ridiculous. Oh, I made up the nickname, the White Shadow. It's from a 70s TV show, but I made it up. It's just stupid stuff.
Just lies.
Yeah, just lies.
Nonsense.
Just total nonsense. So tonight, Mark, you were actually practicing out there. It's pretty easy for the goalie to just throw their stick aside.
Yes.
You went out there and actually.
I went out there and demoed.
We got a stick here.
Yeah, demoed it.
It's not a goaltender stick, but it's still.
Remember back when Scott DeHuff was here and for some reason, I don't know how it happened, but you broke all his ribs.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, what were y'all doing?
Well, I was showing him my high school wrestling moves.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you suplexed him and broke his ribs.
Didn't realize the floor here was so concrete and hard.
Right.
There's no padding under this rug.
Yes. I think Joseph, we can do a bit here after the show. I think Joseph should take the butt end of the stick to his face. I think you ought to do that to Joseph. What do you think, Joseph?
Not a bad
you in?
idea.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, right.
Nothing.
And plus, he's got like a playoff beard that he's been growing for.
He's had a playoff
4 years.
beard. How long have you had that beard?
4-year playoff beard.
I got it trimmed a couple weeks ago, and nobody noticed.
Oh, got it trimmed.
Well, if you would have put some highlights in it with some foils and stuff.
Yeah.
Frost the tips.
So that'd be cool. Playoff beard. I've never grown anything like that. Tonight. So what are the keys? No blown assignments. Goalie hold on to the stick.
Defensively, no blown assignments, and I just think. Great goaltending. It comes down to great goaltending. The Avs are going to play their game. They're a better hockey club, but blown assignments is what's gotten them in trouble on the defensive side of the ice, and goaltending.
Yeah, no bad penalties.
Like
stay
that.
out of the penalty box as much as it's not going to be clean, but just no bad dumb penalties. And we saw it with Manson. That was a dumb penalty. Right?
Yes.
In Game 4. Let's not have any of those. Make Minnesota earn everything. And if that's the case, there's no chance they beat you. There's just none. It's not going to happen. Don't give any freebies, like Mark was saying. Stay on top of your stuff like they did in Game 4. I mean, they were on it. When you don't have a registered shot on goal for over 19 minutes, that's great defense. That's being on top of your assignments and not screwing anything up. So I think that's the key. Don't give them any freebies. Stay out of the penalty box and make them earn everything.
They dominated the last game, really. I mean, when you don't allow a team to get a shot on goal for basically 20 minutes. And what's happened is this Minnesota team they are very mentally tough, but the Avs have broke them a few times. And it happened the other night when they couldn't get a shot on goal, and then they tie it. We talk about momentum. Parker Kelly gets that goal a few minutes later, and that might be the point in the series. Again, this team's going to come out tough tonight. They've proven they don't roll over, but that might have been the spot where it's like we just have nothing for this team. And the Wild have to just kind of acknowledge anything we do, they have a counter for us.
They ultimately, you look at it, and you just go, whether it's on paper or on ice, they're better than us. And sometimes it's just the fact. Now, if you can get it to a one-game playoff, like it is in football, sometimes the better team loses in those situations because you just have a game plan. They make a couple of mistakes. You have a couple of big things planned for them that they don't adjust to well. And the next thing you know, you get a victory, and you're a champion, and you're moving on. But they have to get it to a one-game series to make that effective. And, every one of these games – boils down to. It's just this game. They've got to win it. But the Avs are just a better team.
Better team. Close it out tonight. Finish it. Finish the series. Get extra rest. Put your feet up and get ready to see who you're playing in the Western Conference Finals.
Let me consult really quick,
and we know it,
with my bookie.
Oh, yes.
I don't.
So where are you? How much are you up right now? Do you like to put it all out on the street?
Yeah, 345. I'm up by 345.
345. Okay, let me text that to you and Evans. Do we? What are you feeling tonight? Because the people want to know. You are like
I'm
Mr.
on
Hockey
this.
Bet guy.
Most people think you used to play in the NHL.
Yeah, a lot
with
of
the way
people-
you talk about
There's
it.
no question. Even a hockey fan is come around to my hockey knowledge.
Hockey guy wants you to talk hockey.
Yeah, he does. Tell you say something wrong, and then he eviscerates you for saying it. I'm going to go, you know what? I feel good about the Avalanche closing this thing out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do. I feel good about them closing it out. What's it? Is it 1.5 again?
Well, they always have the 1.5. It just depends on the odds. The odds at minus 1.5, or they were like plus 160 or 180 last time. It's only plus 114.
114.
Yes, that's it on that.
But see, I don't really know
what
how-
that means.
Yeah, I don't really know what any of that means.
Well,
That's
you bet 100, you win $114.
So you're only getting a $14.
Well, you make 114. You get your 100 back plus 114.
So
but it's not great odds
So
when you're looking at
214
minus.
Right. So you're getting a 114. You're going up.
You're in the
Yes.
black $14.
Yes, you're making $114. You get your 100 back, and then you make 114 more.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
114
Okay.
more.
So it's an additional. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
All right, let's throw 100 on the
Okay,
Avs.
all right. Sounds good.
So,
I mean, look, every time that you have put money down through your bookie, me,
You.
I've become a bookie somehow.
Yeah. Because I don't have the app.
No, I know it's perfect. I
Yeah.
got you. You've won. Which so
let's keep
let's
it going.
go.
And it's a really bold prediction taking
By the
the
way,
Avs at home.
Right. By the way, if this game was
minus
a puck
1.5.
drop,
Right.
if this puck drop was at 8:30, which means it would be a 8:48 puck drop, I wouldn't make this bet because there's no way I would be able to stay up for the third period.
To know.
And
if you fall asleep, you don't win.
Yeah, and so
Why do you have to stay up for it? I don't have to stay up for all my bets.
No. I just because I like to see my empty netters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like to see the
Right.
empty netters go in. So
All right, let me put you in, Mark.
So
you are
with
in.
that,
I'm in.
what's the score tonight, Mark?
The typical Avs game, 5-2.
5-2.
I am going to go
6-7.
I'm going to go. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go 4-2.
Gonna go 4-2.
I like that.
What is
another late empty
Okay, I
netter
was
to
gonna say.
get that X? It's gonna be 3-2. A tough, hard fought game, and then that empty netter with like 14 seconds left.
I love that.
I think
empty
Val
netter.
puts it in.
Val.
Big Val
Okay,
puts
Puts
it
it
in.
up over the top, everybody.
Yeah.
You got to call
Makes it
somebody.
rain.
Give us a name that scores tonight. Val would be good. He's a guy that they need to see a little more from right now.
Ooh,
Mark.
I like Val scoring tonight. I love that a bunch. How about Waugh putting
He's
one
been
in the
great.
back?
He
Waugh
has been
put
great.
one in the back of the net.
Give me Natchez. I'm gonna go with Natchez.
That's who I was going to go with. He's due. He's due. So here's the big question. I got the Avalanche. You said 5-2. You said 4-2. So I was kind of in that range. I'll go 5-3. But
Okay.
I think
I still win regardless. I've
yeah,
won all of them.
You won all of them.
Winner.
I think it's a
Doesn't
game.
matter. Hey, you know what? Whoever you bet on might as well just give me the money right now. They should reach out to you and say, hey, listen, we're going to hedge our bets right now. We're just going to give you $60 to walk away.
Wow.
Right now.
once they've seen what bet I made,
Right.
they ought to just say, hey, please don't
Like,
do it.
The fact that you're his bookie, let's just give you 60 to walk away
Yes.
right now. And when they call you with that, I'll take it.
Okay.
Here's the big question for tonight.
Oh my gosh, this is
Yes.
going to end very poorly
Yeah,
for
this
us.
is
for both of us.
I didn't walk away from that exchange feeling like these guys.
This is not going to end well. It's great
is
right
good.
now. Hey, have fun and live it up
Yeah.
right now while you're up.
Right.
Here we
Pretty
go.
soon you're going to be like, Lisa, what was the ATM number
Yeah,
again?
right. How do
What's
I
that
get
code?
cash? I
What's
gotta
the
get-
passcode for
Do
our
we
ATM?
have Venmo? I got to get
You need to sell more of those
Can you
cookies.
Venmo Stokley?
Yeah.
Does Josh Manson get in a fight tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
The fight?
Yes.
Okay, so, and does he win the fight?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, no butt ending. Guys, it was a lot of fun today.
Thanks for
letting
filling in,
me
buddy.
sit in.
Thank you, John.
Cecil and...
Oh, wait, James. Thanks, James.
James Davis signing off. The Tribe is next.
Broncos country, the wait is over. This Thursday, join us for a special edition of Denver Sports Tonight with John Davis and Chad Andrus as we break down the full Broncos schedule release live. Primetime matchups, toughest stretches, playoff implications, and the games you circle the second they drop. Don't miss complete analysis, instant reaction, and everything you need to know about the Broncos' road ahead. Denver Sports.